The journey continues for the history-making Barren County Trojans football team as they advance to the Elite Eight of the state Class 6A playoffs last week after defeating North Hardin on the road in a thriller 16-13 in the second round of the 6A playoffs, something that had never been done in the history of Barren County high football. The win gave first-year head coach John Myers his 10th of the season, something that had not been accomplished since 1979 of the Jerry Eubank era and the 1974 Trojans coached by Bobby Steenbergen. Tonight, the Trojans are just one win away from advancing to the Final Four of the state playoffs. But in order to do so, they have to pull off their fourth upset in a row and third in the playoffs as they make the long trip to Scott County, an unfamiliar territory, to take on the Great Crossing Warhawks. Hi, everybody from Georgetown, Kentucky. It's Jay Turner alongside John Butler and Robert Bauer. Jake Norris is our studio producer, and this is the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Kickoff. There were 32 teams in Class 6A when the playoffs began 2 weeks ago, and now that number has dwindled to 8. There are only 24 games across the state tonight, 4 in each class. We'll run down the schedule a little bit later in our Countdown to Kickoff pregame report. Great Crossing coming in at 9-3 entering tonight's playoffs. They are coached by fifth-year head coach Ricky Bowling. They play in District 6 with Ryle, Simon Kenton, and Campbell County, and were predicted to finish 4th in their district this year. This is only their 6th year in existence and 3rd year in Class 6A. They have wins over Madison Southern, 56-7, Scott County, 46-15. Lexington Henry Clay 48-0. They beat Lexington Catholic 35-28. Simon Kenton 45-35. Campbell County 60-25. Collins 42-14. And their 3 losses are to Cooper 62-36. Madison Central 37-20. And Ryle 36-8. This is the first year Great Crossing won a first and second round playoff game. First round was 37-30 over Meade County. And last week pulled off the upset over number 1 ranked Louisville Manual 28-21. Great Crossing went just 2-9 last year, losing to Mail in the first round, and they lost 18 seniors off that team. Barren County is 10-2. They've won their last 3, which were considered upsets. Regular season finale win over Allen County Scottsville 30-22. In the first round of the 6A playoffs, a 21-14 win at Henderson County, and last week 16-13 win at North Hardin. Dalen Thomas scored a touchdown from Tate Spillman. Jordan Harris scored the winning TD from Spillman with 27 seconds to go in the game, but it was freshman kicker Jacob Dooley who kicked his first career field goal, 31 yards, which ended up to be the difference in the score at 16-13. And of course tonight the Trojans in that second round upset win over North Hardin. The Trojans had 239 yards while North Hardin had 298. Quarterback Tate Spillman was 7 of 13 for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dalen Thomas and Jordan Harris, as I mentioned, scored on touchdown passes. Jacob Dooley booted the 31-yard field goal, the difference in the final score. Bray Bewley caught 2 passes for 60. Jackson Bird had 2 for 43, intercepted 2 North Hardin passes. And defensively, Corbin Wells had 13 tackles. Colton Thomas, Braden Houchins, and Waylon Clemens each had 12. And the KHSAA RPI poll has Great Crossing by 3 points over Barren County in tonight's game. In the Max Preps, Great Crossing is favored by 19, and in the strength of schedule rating by 20. KSR Massey Ratings has Great Crossing by 28. And quoting the Lexington Herald Leader this morning on what they said about this game, Great Crossing, of course, shocked the world by knocking off number 1 Louisville Manual last week, and the Trojans seem less of a threat, but can't be overlooked. That's their quote. Out of 32 teams in Class 6A, Barren County in the Final 8. And this game is for a region championship, a trip to the Final 4. Can the Trojans continue this Cinderella run and pull off their 4th straight upset and 3rd straight in the Class 6A playoffs? And guys, you have to think this is probably the toughest competition the Trojans have faced this season.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think it's any question. This is the best team that we face. But, when you get to this level and you're in the Final 8, you're going to run into some pretty heavy hitters. And, Great Crossing is going to be one of those. Now, what's amazing is the turnaround for Great Crossing. They're 2-9 last year, and now they're sitting at, what are they, 10-3?
9-3.
They're 9-3 this year. And, the big win last week against undefeated and number 1 Manual was obviously quite impressive, 28-21. Also, the win against Lexington Catholic, 35-28, and they've got 2 losses against 2 teams that are rated. Cooper is the #1 ranked team in 5A. They are undefeated, and they lost to them 62-36. That's no disgrace. And they lost to Ryle, who is either 1 or 2 in 6A. The 36-8. So, I mean, we do have our hands full, but we've been an underdog the last 3 weeks against Allen County, against Henderson County, and against North Hardin, and we've come out on top all 3 games. I think this is a really good team. I think it's the best team we've played, but I don't think they're Trinity or one of those teams. I mean, I do, go from 2-9 to 9-3 that's a big turnaround. This is a new school, 5th year of existence. So I think we have a chance. To be honest with you, we're not the favorite, but I do think we do have a chance. It's a totally different game and game plan, at least defensively, than what we face against North. This team runs the ball, and they got a great back in this Luke Ballard, who's got over 1,500 yards, 21 touchdowns, averages 127 yards a game. And if we do have a slight weakness, it would be, I don't know, weakness. Our defense has been so good, but we have struggled at times, like with the Henderson County runner who had 200 yards. Mm-hmm. So we've got to slow him down. Their quarterback can throw it and run it. He has is Jeremiah Clark. He's thrown for 15 touchdowns, but he's also run for 9. So, we do have our hands full, but believe me, a team that's playing as confident as we are, that has as good a quarterback as we have at State Spelman, we definitely have a chance, and so we'll see. I think we need to get off to a good start.
Yeah. And this is as far as the ratings go, of the last 4 games left in 6A, this game is actually set up to be a close game. Great Crossing rated number 9 in the RPI, Barren County at number 12, and again, only 3 points in the RPI that has Great Crossing ahead of Barren County, Robert.
And that was something they redid a few years ago. When you get to this level, you go by RPI, so you kind of get re-ranked. In the old style, like Coach Meyer said last week, we'd be playing Central Hardin this week. But since you get re-ranked in your bracket, you get reseeded, and that's why we're up here and at a very, very impressive facility. But we've also been playing very impressive football over the last few weeks. And to echo kind of what John said, I think we're playing with a ton of confidence, and I don't think the bright lights, the snow, the impressive facility here is going to overwhelm us. But I do think it's important to play well, to play turnover-free football. This is a team that scores a ton of points, and you went over their stats there. I mean, they've got 44 rushing touchdowns, so they run the ball really well. They put up a ton of points, 38 per game specifically, but they also give up some points. They give up 25 a game. So I think there'll be some opportunities there. We obviously need a few breaks. We need some things to go our way tonight, and then if things don't go well early, we still have to kind of keep our heads and keep in there. So when you get to this level, as we have been in the last 3 weeks, underdogs, some breaks go our way. We've turned the other teams over a ton of times to kind of stay in some games and ultimately pull ahead and win. So this has been a fun run. I know the kids were excited today at the pep rally, a cool event for them, and get on a charter bus and come a long way. But I know we're not going to be kind of caught off guard to start tonight because this is just a brand new level for us.
Yeah. Well, we've got the starting lineups coming up in just a little bit. It is cold here in Georgetown. We saw, I think it was, sleet, we can call it, snow and sleet kind of mixed. It was cold, wind chill at 35 degrees here in Georgetown. The wind blowing out of the west at 12 miles per hour. Current temperature here in Georgetown is 42 degrees. We'll come back with the starting lineups. It's the quarterfinals of the Class 6A state football playoffs here in Georgetown at Great Crossing. Back after this with more of Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Don Franklin on 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When was your child's last checkup? Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Come back to Georgetown, Kentucky, as the Trojans take on Great Crossing Warhawks here in the Elite Eight of the State Class 6A football playoffs. Jay Turner with John Butler, Robert Bauer here high above the field here on a cold Friday night. And looking at the lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry on West Main Street in Glasgow. The projected starting lineup, thanks to James Brown for gathering the information for us. Great Crossing's coach, pretty much said, we're not going to give you our starters. So we thank James for getting those for us after watching some film. These are just projected, probable starting lineup. Left tackle 76, Wyatt Siegford, 6'6", 290, a senior. Left guard is 62, Preston Adams, 6'2", 260, a senior. Caden Helton, a center, 55, he's 6'2", 230, a senior. Titus Smith is the right guard, 52, 6'2", 225, and a junior. Zach Baker is the right tackle, 5'9", 215, a junior. Jules Hill is a wide receiver, number 15, 5'8", 155, and a senior. Javante Dean, number 17, a wide receiver, 6', 155, and a senior. Teron Lewis is a wide receiver. He's number 4, 5'8", 165, and a senior. The running back, and he's a good one, Luke Ballard, number 8, 5'11", 205, and a junior. And Clayton Shaddix, number 10 at 5'9", 170, a senior. Quarterback, Jeremiah Clark, number 5, 5'11", 180, a junior. And Mason Tappel is the kicker. He's 5'7", 140, a freshman. On defense for the Warhawks, the ends are 40, Carson Kidwell, 6', 195, senior. 47, Daniel Korn, 6'1", 200, a senior. The defensive tackles are 91, Brosnan Santizo, 6', 275, and a senior. Robbie Tackett is the other tackle, number 79 at 5'10", 250, a junior. Linebackers are Clayton Shaddix, number 10, Wyatt Hiley, number 42, 5'11", 205, and a junior, and 44, Logan Clayton, 5'11", 215, a senior. The cornerbacks are number 9, Donald Quinn, 6', 160, a senior, and 26, Cooper Shaddix, 5'10", 165, and a junior. The safeties are 13, Jacob Johnson, 5'8", 160, a senior, and number 19, Trayson McLeod, 6'2", 185, and a senior. For the Barren County Trojans, the starting offense tonight for Coach John Myers. The left tackle is 55, Grayson Billingsley, a junior. Ryan Harrison, the left guard, 73, a senior. The center is 72, Alex Sawyer, a senior. And let's see, right guard is 60, Charlie Poland, a senior. Ethan Bertram, number 66, a sophomore at right tackle. The tight end is number 2, Jackson Bird, a junior. Bray Bewley, the wide receiver, number 1, is senior. Jordan Harris in the backfield, number 20, is sophomore. Also, Dalen Thomas, number 7, a junior. And Cody Kearney's the fullback, number 6, he's a junior. Quarterback is number 5, Tate Spillman, a senior. And the kicker is 18, Jacob Dooley, a freshman. On defense for the Trojans tonight, the ends are Dalen Thomas, along with 11, Nolan Harlow, a senior. Nose guard is 44, Colton Thomas, a senior. The linebackers are Jackson Bird, along with Corbin Wells, number 26, a sophomore. Braden Houchins, number 32, a senior. Waylon Clemens, 33, a senior. And number 8, Dakota Wade, who is a senior. Bray Bewley is a cornerback, along with Briggs Harris, number 9, a sophomore. And the safety is Tate Spillman. Head coach John Myers. The assistant coaches are Chad Eaton, Chad Perkins, Nick Compton, Mason Perkins, Bo Jones, Peyton Gibbons, and Tyler Walbert. And guys, we've got a pretty good crowd across the way.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. That's and we still have 15 minutes before kickoff or close to it, and that's for this type of weather and for that long of a drive. That's pretty impressive. I didn't know. Last week against North Hardin had a great crowd. Of course, that's just an hour. To E-Town, but. We've always, you just named the sport at Barren, and we've always had a great following and so forth, in good times and down times. So very, very impressive.
We're about 12 minutes away from the Trojans and the Warhawks here in Georgetown, Kentucky. Let's take a look at tonight's 104.7 area schedule. And some teams still around the area back home are in action tonight in the third round. And we look at some of those first. In 2A, Monroe County is at number 1, Owensboro Catholic tonight. They're undefeated.
The battle of the barbecues.
Oh, that's true.
The Monroe County barbecue versus the Owensboro barbecue. I have to say I'm going to take Catholic on the football field.
On the field. We'll take Monroe County with the barbecue, though.
Well, you do. Okay.
3A tonight. Union County is an undefeated Hart County.
Could be a good one. I mean, Hart County made it last year to the state semifinals, and they're back, and they're hosting Union County, but I think Hart County will win.
And in Class Single A tonight, and I just got a score on this game, too, by the way. Campbellsville, at 10-2, they're hosting Newport Central Catholic. Campbellsville is leading early in that game, 7-0.
I was going to say I like Campbellsville anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe they'll pull out the victory there. In Campbellsville tonight, we're looking at 4A, Boyle County, number 1. Of course, Jackson Arnett, former head coach of Barren County, is assistant at Boyle County.
I like Boyle County. I don't know who they're playing.
Covington Catholic.
I still like Boyle County.
Okay, they're undefeated, 12-0. We'll get scores from the Boyle County game as well. In 5A, a couple of local teams, Bowling Green, 10-2, hosting Louisville Atherton.
They will win.
And South Warren, 11-1, hosting North Bullitt.
They will win, and it will set up South Warren and Bowling Green next week at South Warren in the state semifinals.
That is true. And in 6A, of course, our district foe, Central Hardin, who has the worst record of any of the teams left in the state. They're at number 2 Ryle at 10-2.
Yeah, it's a tough one. That will be Ryle, but a nice little turnaround by Central Hardin late in the year.
Right. And whoever wins this game tonight between Barren County and Great Crossing will probably, wouldn't you say, go to Ryle next week?
I think that's right.
Because they are rated higher than Louisville Trinity, who is playing Louisville Ballard tonight. Frederick Douglass and Madison Central in 6A. What about all the teams in Pulaski County? You got Southwestern, you got Pulaski County, you got Somerset still in the playoffs.
That's pretty impressive.
It really is. And Southwestern's at Cooper. And Pulaski County's at Fort Thomas Highlands. And in 4A, you got Bardstown at Franklin County, DeSales at Paducah Tillman, Ashland at Corbin. 3A, you got Louisville Central at Christian Academy at Louisville.
That's a great game.
That should be a good one. Lexington Catholic is at Bell County, and Russell is at Belfry. And in 2A, Lexington Christian at Mayfield, Martin County at Beechwood, Somerset at Prestonsburg, and in Class A, Newport at Kentucky Country Day. Pikeville is at Lexington Sayre, and Hazard is at Raceland. I mean, there's only 24 games left in the entire state.
Well, Lexington Christian has to travel about 4.5 hours to get to Mayfield.
That is true. That's a long way. Long way. So there's our area schedule on 104.7 FM. We'll come back with more of the Don Franklin Glasgow Countdown to Kickoff. A little less than 9 minutes away as the Trojans battle the Warhawks here in Georgetown, Kentucky. Back with more Countdown to Kickoff brought to you by Don Franklin on 104.7 FM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called KHSAA, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free KHSAA checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The KHSAA cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link KHSAA Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with KHSAA at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Extreme.
5.5 minutes away from the Barren County Trojans and the Great Crossing Warhawks. And this note from the Barren County Boosters, they want to express their heartfelt gratitude to many people in the community who have gone above and beyond to support the Barren County High School football team this season. Thanks to their generosity, the players received lots of food, cold weather gear, and several other items. Again, Barren County Boosters sincerely appreciate those that have supported and contributed to Barren County football. So, about 4.5 minutes away, and the crowd continues to roll in on the Barren County side of the field. Of course, it looks like Great Crossing's got a pretty good crowd as well.
I tell you what, it is, I would think we've been doing this, 29, 30 years, something like that, a long time. I'd just say this is I think I had to put it up there. It's the nicest place we've covered.
I think so. I was going to ask you
that. Of course, it's brand new. I mean, it's 5 years old. But the facility and press box, and I mean, it's quite impressive, to say the least.
Yep. We're going to take our last break. We'll come back with a kickoff of tonight's game here in the quarterfinals of the Class State 6A playoffs between Barren County and Great Crossing. We'll have the coin toss, and we'll get set for the Barren County Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial opening kickoff. When we return after this break, this is Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow on 104.7 FM.
Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access, and Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club, and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds. both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and a 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S.
You're in the Elite Eight of the state 6A football playoffs. Barren County won the toss but deferred to the second half. The coin toss brought to you by J&J Sales. And we don't have the officials' names because the PA booth is way down to the right of us. This is some big press box. This is some big stadium. And as you mentioned, John, probably one of the nicest ones we've ever been in almost 30 years of broadcasting the games.
Yeah, I'll go number one.
I would have to think so. I don't know what would top it, really. The officials, when we do have the list of names, brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow, as we get set for the first quarter of action, brought to you by The People's Bank, working for you. Thanks to all of you that are listening tonight or watching on BCHS Live on YouTube. Aaron Russell and his crew down to our right with the video cameras taking our audio stream. But we've got a nice crowd here for this 6A Elite 8 football playoff game. The deepest Trojans have ever been in the 50-year history of Barren County High School.
And the deepest Great Crossing's ever been.
That's true.
And
that's true.
In their 5-year history.
Very short history. But anyway, Barren County, all white, burgundy numbers and burgundy helmets. The Great Crossing Warhawks have green jerseys, white pants, white helmets, and white numbers. And Barren County will kick off. Jacob Dooley, the freshman kicker, scored his first career field goal in that 31-yard field goal he had against North Hardin last Friday night, which actually we talked about the difference in the score. But the Trojans won it on a last-second touchdown, 27 seconds to go in the game to win it over North Hardin. Nice, comfortable press box, as we mentioned. We've got heat where the windows are closed up and nice clear windows to look through.
Yeah, we're a little spoiled, to say the least.
Yeah, very nice. Here's the kick. Baduli goes to the left side of the field. It's caught at about the 17-yard line as they bring it upfield, trying to break it wide open all the way out to the 41. And that was was that 4?
Number 4.
That was Teron Lewis, the kickoff returner for Great Crossing. And so they'll have it to start their first drive at their own 41-yard line.
We talk about our comfortability. It's complete opposite down there on the field. It's snowing a little bit. The wind is howling. They'll be with the wind the first quarter. We'll have it the second.
And they have 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. Quarterback, they've got Luke Ballard in the backfield with him, and he'll take the handoff, and he spins away, takes it upfield, still going with it. And he got some extra yardage plus the first down as he gets into Barren County territory at the Trojans' 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's the player we have to stop. Ballard is third in the state in 6A, 129 yards a game, and that is a big focal point tonight. We're going to have to stop the run.
Yeah, 17-yard gain. We had him pretty much bottled up, and he broke it free.
Out of the shotgun, here's Clark, and goes to the right side of the field this time as Ballard on the carry again. Picks up 5, close to 6. It'll be second down and 4 for the Warhawks.
Yeah, you can't play any opposite in terms of opponents than what we've done with North Hardin last week, who threw it about 80% of the time, just rarely ran it. Kind of ran it sometimes just to give their quarterback a break. And Great Crossing is you've got to stop the run.
Yeah. Back of the gun again. Snap comes to Ballard, hands it off. And from Clark to Ballard. Ballard goes to the right side of the field, close to a first down. He may have got it at this angle, yeah.
Yeah, that was Corbin Wells on the hit, and I thought we may have gotten a stop that time, but that's what makes a good back. Fell forward, got the first down.
Ballard had 24 carries for 107 yards and a touchdown last week, and also caught a 69-yard pass for another one from Jeremiah Clark. They set up the same way. Ballard in the backfield with Clark, and this time it comes to the left side of the field. That's Clayton Shaddix. Shaddix on his first carry of the ball game for Great Crossing takes it down to the Barren County 21-yard line.
Yeah, one-on-one tackle that time by Waylon Clemens, but right now we've got no stops for the most part.
Another first down.
So they send one receiver out to the right and 2 to the left. And they keep Shaddix in the backfield, taking it to the left side of the field this time, and he'll cross the 15 down, close to the 15-yard line. Got a first down, though, right? No, he picked up 5, and so that will take it down to about the 15, where it'll be second down and 5 for Great Crossing.
Yeah, it was Corbin Wells and Braden Houchins that time on the tackle. Nevertheless, gain of 5.
Yeah, the ball is at the 16 is where they'll mark it.
Getting a ton of penetration, just falling forward right now. They're getting 5.
They've got a big front line, too, on the offensive end. They've got movement.
It's going to be a motion.
Yep. I believe that was Hill that may have took off too quickly there for Great Crossing, the wide receiver on the left side of the field.
We kind of jumped a little bit, but we didn't get into the neutral zone, but their receiver just took off and nobody else moved.
So now it'll be second down and 10 for the Warhawks as they're backed up to the Barren County 21. Now they've got 3 receivers, Hill, Dean, and Lewis. And a 4th one in there as well, as they have Clark, the quarterback, taking the snap. He's dropping back this time, throws it across the middle, and it is incomplete, intended for Teron Lewis.
We're in the only spot really he could, right in the middle of our zone, but just led Lewis just a little too far. That would have been a big completion inside the 5 if he was able to come down with it.
Yeah, been a tough catch. Got his hands on it, though. We had Tate Spillman back there as a safety that was staring right at it, but kind of fortunate that he little just off the mark.
3-step drop, got rid of it quick, didn't have time to get pressure.
3rd and 10. Here's a snap to Clark, and the handoff coming to the left side. They pulled him down. That's Ballard on the carry. He got across the 20 to the Barren County 19.
Yeah, it's Corbin Wells on the tackle. So it's going to be 4th down. They do have a field goal kicker.
They do.
They got a big kicker.
Now, he's not – he missed 3 last week.
Yeah, and he's 3 for 8 total on the season.
But he's
going to try it here.
But I was watching him warm up. He's got a good leg, and he's got the wind with him.
This is the way you want to kick it if you're going to kick it. Right here, wind aided right down going with you.
Yep. Got the wind blowing. You can see the flag right above the scoreboard to our left.
35-yard kicker.
Tapel will try it here. 35. It's on the way up, and it is good. 35-yard field goal for Mason Tapel to give Great Crossing the first lead of the ball game. At 8:34 to go in the first quarter.
Well, I'll kind of settle. I'll take a field goal the way we were struggling stopping them at all, to be perfectly honest with you. We got a big break on the motion against the receiver that kind of put them back a little bit. Then we got the incomplete pass and a good stop that time by Corbin Wells. So kind of feel fortunate to only give up 3.
We were giving up chunk plays, weren't we? I mean, 5, 10 at a time, and that is a big stop. So they get the opening kickoff, get the wind to help them with the field goal.
What kind of precipitation have we got going down?
It's a little bit of everything, I think.
You look up against the lights there.
Kind of reminds me of the Greene County game.
County, yeah.
The way the wind was blowing, the way that was kind of, obviously wasn't snowing, but it was misting the whole game.
And Tapel will kick it and out of bounds around the
offsides.
Was it offsides? Okay, I didn't see the flag. I was looking where the ball was going.
It was not a great kick, but you don't have the option because they blew it dead to take it where we kind of let it go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's not going to be a deep kick if you're going to kick it in the air. Well, I'll take it back. They do have the wind that time. I'm still a little surprised.
But Tapel, that was his 4th field goal made this year in 9 attempts.
A freshman too, I believe, right?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
So they'll try it again this time with a 35. It's a little deeper this time. And Bewley lets it go out of bounds. That'll be around the 15, I guess.
So we'll get it at the, 35?
35, yeah. That winds up being pretty good end result there.
So 8:34 to go here in the first quarter. Great Crossing with a 3-0 lead here in the Elite 8 of the State Class 6A football playoffs here from Georgetown, Kentucky. Great Crossing, who had the big upset last week over number 1 ranked Louisville Manual, 28-21. Warhawks had 305 yards in that game, but Manual actually had more. They had 362.
They're giving it to us at the 40. I guess that's because where the original kickoff was, because they were backed up 5. So instead of the 35, we'll get it at the 40.
Well, let's see what the Trojans do on their first drive here. As Spillman is under center. Barren County moving left to right if you're listening on the radio. And a handoff in there and tumbling down to the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. And that was Dalen Thomas.
Had a little bit of a seam that time. It kind of closed quickly there, but gain of 3.
So 2nd down and 7 for Barren County. So they have it at their own 43-yard line. Barren County averaging 28.3 points a game. Their opponents at 15.3. Great Crossing averaging 38.4. Their opponents 25.8. Spillman's under center. As they've got Cody Kearney on the carry. Got through on the left side and not enough for the first down. He got to about the 48, close to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, we'll take it. Gain of 6.
Yeah. So it should be 3rd and 1, close to 2.
Wasn't able to fall forward to get the first down. They kind of drug him backwards, but we get a manageable situation here right around midfield to pick up, hopefully, our first down. They're not huge across their front line there.
Not on defense, they're not. I mean, their offensive line is actually bigger.
They're about 250 right there with their tackles.
They only have one guy goes both ways. That's Shaddix. Ray Bewley out to the left for the Trojans. And you've got Jordan Harris in the backfield. You've got Dalen Thomas in the backfield. Spillman's under center on the count. He'll pitch it out. It's Thomas trying to sweep around the left side and did try to cut the corner, but I don't think he made the first down. It's going to be shy about a half yard.
They actually going to mark him no gain.
Must have stepped out of bounds before.
This will be the first interesting call of the game right here, whether or not we go for it or not.
I was hoping he'd kind of cut it back. He had a block, Kearney, out there, but he decided to try to chase the edge and just didn't get it.
We got 4th and 1.5 to 2, so there's several options. We may just flat out go for it. The other thing is it's in play, too, is try to get them to jump off sides, too, and just take the penalty and go ahead and punt it. We'll see.
Yeah. Under center, you got the option for a Tate Spillman sneak, too.
I think we're 50-50 on this one.
Thomas goes in motion left for the Trojans. On the count, Spillman trying to draw him off sides. Now pitches it out. It's Jordan Harris cutting through, getting the first down, and taking a couple of players downfield with him as he's tackled right around the 40.
Hey, that's a gutsy call that time. I thought we may just draw him off, but then we snapped it. Quick pitch that time to Jordan Harris, and big gain there. Gain up close to what?
11?
11 on the play.
And the first Edward Jones financial advisors, Jamie Harris and Sheila Perkins, first down for Barren County.
Of course, Jordan Harris was the recipient of the game-winning touchdown
he
pass.
Did that last week.
About 40 seconds left in the game.
Backfield split for the Trojans this time. Spillman is under center. Wide out is to the left. He's rolling out right. He's looking. Here's the throw. It's going to be caught at the 35, 30, 25, 20, and out of bounds.
Nice.
Just inside the 20 for Dalen Thomas.
I love it when we get Tate Spillman rolling out that way, rolling to his right. Had good blocking that time, kind of got out on the edge. A nice pass to Dalen Thomas.
23.
Dalen comes up a little slow right there, but I think he's okay.
His left hip just a little bit.
Got both of them.
Yeah, at the 18.
Got both of them out in space there. You got Tate out in space and Dalen, too. Easy pitch and catch, and you get his shoulder square like we talked about all year. That's going to be positive. Hopefully he's okay. Going both ways for us tonight.
Yeah. And we've got about 5 guys going both ways for the Trojans. Wide out left. Backfield split. Spillman. And kept it. Comes around the left side. Gets caught for a loss in the backfield. And this will be,
also
4.
Yeah, it was a good play that time, but I think it's number 13 for Great Crossing.
Jacob Johnson, the safety. That's 13.
Yes.
Tate does not get tackled one-on-one very often.
Unfortunately, they did not. None of them bid on the ball fake to Dalen first, and they all went with Tate there over the left edge and just couldn't get away from him. So it's 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13. And Bewley split out wide right. And in motion is Thomas to the right. This time Spillman, he's looking. He's being pressured now. Runs it to the left side. He's got an opening. Goes one-on-one with the guy. Beats him. Takes it downfield. 10-5. Touchdown, Barren County.
What a play.
From a broken play to a touchdown.
I keep telling people he's a small Josh Allen. That's incredible.
22-yard touchdown.
He started off right, made the old 360 reverse, and once he got to the left side right there, it was all Tate Spillman. Great play.
22-yard touchdown run for Tate Spillman to give the Trojans the lead at 6-3.
And if you've never watched him play, that's not the first one either.
No.
And tough extra point here against the win.
Yeah, Jacob Dooley with Briggs Harris, the holder. Here's a snap. The ball is bobbled and going to be tackled as Briggs Harris bobbled it on the snap, and so the extra point try not there. But the Trojans have the lead, though. It is 6-3 on the Hatcher and Sadler 22-yard touchdown run for Tate Spillman.
Couldn't tell on the snap. Couldn't tell if it's a little wide or wide. I mean, it is cold out there too. So I couldn't tell exactly what was going on that time. But that's unfortunate. I mean, these points are at a premium right here. Yeah. But we take the lead 6-3.
We're getting instant replays, Robert.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we saw it. Just the angle, couldn't tell exactly where the snap went. But nevertheless, we'll take a 6-3 lead right now.
Instant replays brought to you by Glasgow EPB. 4:06 to go, first quarter. Barren County on top. It's 6-3.
First kickoff was a little bit of a line drive to keep it into the wind, which allowed our coverage not to be able to get down there quickly. And they had a really decent return. Let's see if we do anything differently here on the second kickoff.
I prefer on the ground.
Well, let's see what Dooley does here.
Though we've done a great job on kick covers.
Here we go.
I like that.
Pretty much on the ground there, and it's scooped up at about the 25-yard line. A nice, well, they break away. I thought they had him down there for a second, but he got all the way out to the 35 and out of bounds.
Still like that play. It's still much safer to me.
Original kickoff, they had about a 20-yard return, got it up on the other side of the 40. So this one will take over at the Trojan 34, it looks like.
Teron Lewis on the kickoff return.
Yeah, and that was Braden Houchins on the tackle.
All right, Great Crossing with it on their own 34. And you've got Jeremiah Clark, the quarterback for Great Crossing, with Luke Ballard to his right out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap, handoff, coming to the left side of the field. Ballard taken down at about the 40.
Dalen Thomas and Tate Spillman on the tackle.
Gain of about, 5, close to 6.
Mm-hmm. Ballard has carried it 5 times for 35.
Getting 5 yards about every time.
Yeah. So second about 4.5 for the Warhawks. 2 receivers each way. A man in motion going right. That's Lewis. And this time the handoff breaking up the middle. It's Ballard. Pushes it up the middle across the 50 to the Barren 49 and a first down.
Gain of 9.
Give him 11.
11, sorry. Across the 50. We're getting hands on him, but you have to do more than that to bring this kid down.
Yeah, Ballard is 5'11", 205. Send out Javante Dean to the right. They got 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Snap comes to Clark. And he hands it off to Ballard again. Ballard trying to bounce off a tackler there. Picks up 2, maybe 3.
Corbin Wells, much better job that time. Not only did we bottle him up, but we were able to get a ton of hands on him, and Wells wrapped up his legs there to keep him from going forward.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Great Crossing. Great Crossing is in Scott County. They said the Scott County High School just about a mile away. Is that right?
That's correct.
And here in Georgetown, Kentucky.
1,700 students.
Yep. Very nice campus here. And this time, the handoff coming to the left side of the field. Nice stop there, but Clayton Shaddix, the runner.
That's Corbin Wells. Again, that's why he's in the top 10 in 6A in terms of tackles right there. He and Houchins. What a play for the sophomore.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be 3rd down and about 5.5 for the Warhawks. Ball is at the Barren 44, in between the 44 and the 45.
We could use a stop right here.
Mm-hmm. They're going to send 3 receivers to the right this time, 1 to the left. And here's the snap coming to the right side. Running with it is the quarterback, Clark. Clark breaks a couple of tacklers and gets a first down and some extra yardage as it gets to about the 33, maybe the 32-yard line of Barren County.
Yeah, I think that was run all the way that time. Mm-hmm. Gain of 9 and another first down.
And he is known to carry it on the ground. He's got 625 yards on the season in rushing and 12 touchdowns.
Their line doing a great job blocking. We're not able to get off blocks and make tackles right now.
Ball is at the Barren 32. And Great Crossing, the quarterback, a little low snap to Clark, but the throw over the right side of the field is caught, and he's gone. He broke a tackle right around the 20 and taken it in for the touchdown. That's number 3.
Yeah, that was way too easy. That was just a little wide receiver, not really a wide receiver screen, but just a short little pass out there, and we couldn't get off the block. And 32 yards for a touchdown.
So that's Hunter Moody, I guess, number 3, that got the touchdown pass.
We went inside, and because of that one block, we weren't able to get a lane on the sideline there.
And here's the extra point try. Way up in the air for Tappel. And now it's a 10-6 Great Crossing lead over Barren County with 1:07 to play here in the first quarter.
So you like points.
Well, they do average 38.5 a game.
Well, they're number 1 in 6A in average per game at 38.
But their opponents also average pretty good, too, at 25.8.
We gave up almost the exact same touchdown pass last week, if you remember, against North Hardin. Just a little swing pattern to the receiver, and we missed a block, and we missed a tackle, and then we missed another one and gave up about a 60-yard one where that was almost the exact same play.
Just the opposite side.
Opposite side. It's all
the
it
near
was.
side. I was getting ready to say the very similar looking outcome.
And here's Tapel's kick. And back is Bewley. He catches it at the 15, running across the field to the 20, trying to cut back inside, gets across the 25 to about the 26.
And a flag comes from a half mile away.
That's a good arm by that official. I think he got the win because he threw that flag 40 yards.
That's usually not in an area that we're going to like the call.
Well, it's never a good the chances on a kick, it's almost always on the receiving team. But I don't really know. That's kind of not the zone for that official, I wouldn't think. But he called it, so it's going to be a hold.
Feeling a little left out. He was so far away. He wanted to make his presence known there.
So Barren County will have it where, about the 20? Is that where they?
Well, the flag landed at the 40. Then he moved it to the 30. So we should get it at the 20.
Okay. Couple of scores for you on the scoreboard, brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. This is Boyle County trailing Covington Catholic 7-0 after the first quarter.
That would be an upset.
LCA up 14-0 on Mayfield.
That would
in their
be
playoff game.
Another upset.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that flag was. Didn't see anything on the replay.
I didn't either. Backfield split and a handoff coming to the left side.
That's Kearney.
Kearney gets pushed back. Got across to about the 22, maybe the 23-yard line.
Give him 2, 3 maybe?
Yeah. Give him 3. It'll be second down and 7. We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter.
That was a quick quarter, wasn't it? I wasn't even watching the scoreboard much, and that was a really quick quarter. Second possession for us. They scored on both of theirs. We do have to get a playoff here to end the quarter.
They do have play clocks on both ends of the field. Down to 30 seconds to play. Spillman is under center, takes a snap. He's rolling out right. He's looking for an opening, being chased now. Got some pressure, gets rid of the football. It is going to be in.
He's going to call offensive pass interference.
I don't know about that one.
Offensive pass interference.
He's going to say Dalen pushed off and raised the way. Watch this.
We'll have the replay here in a second.
For anybody that wants to know, for the playoffs, at least past the first round, it's my understanding, is that the officials are not in these are not Georgetown or Scott County officials. Let me just say that. They're not in this association. It's kind of like in basketball. When you get to the region, you get different regions. And they did call that on Dalen.
Wow. That was terrible. He kind of gave a little nudge there. Wasn't even a catchable ball. And
I'm surprised they're taking the penalty, though. Rather than 3rd and 10, they're going to take 2nd and
20.
Interesting.
Not much of a penalty there, but it does help, as you always say, to be on the opposing sideline to get that.
Yes, it does.
And they're not in their crews either. They're broken up. It's a mixture of all the different crews. So this isn't a group that is used to calling together when they get to this far down in the playoffs, but it's supposed to be the better officials.
22.7 seconds to play. It's second down 18 for Barren. And the handoff, not a whole lot there. Did pick up a couple of yards.
That was to Harris. Second man through, didn't get much.
So Jordan Harris that'll probably make it
in the quarter.
3rd and 15 when we come back. So we are at the end of the first quarter here in Georgetown, Kentucky at Great Crossing High School. And the score here after one period of play in the 6A Elite 8 playoffs, it's Great Crossing 10, Barren County 6. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Barren County Sports on 104.7 FM.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Reliable internet and great customer service, two things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to SCRTC.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
Welcome back to Georgetown, Kentucky. Jay Turner along with John Butler and Robert Bauer. The Trojans trailing 10-6 as we start quarter number 2. The second quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. A couple of scores here. 14-14, Campbellsville, Newport Central Catholic of the Class A football playoffs, Elite 8. Trojans now moving from right to left here in the second period.
We do have the wind here, and this is probably a passing down 3rd and 16 as we start the second quarter.
Barren County has it at their own 14-yard line. Backfield is split for the Trojans. Spillman's under center, takes a snap and hands it off, and nothing there. Wow.
Didn't want to take
Actually lost a yard.
Yeah.
Well, that's the two penalties killed us. The one on the kickoff that I really didn't see, and then the killer was the kind of the offense, the offensive pass interference that still kind of hard to see. You know, in high school and college, they let you play a lot more than I don't even know if you'd call it in the NFL. To be honest with you.
So Braden Houchins, the punter, in for the Trojans, and is that 13 for Great Crossing? Gets it away. Takes a bounce. Nice roll across the 50 to about the 46-yard line.
About as well as you could do from the 15.
Braden had a great week last week kicking as well.
10-6, Great Crossing leading here as we start early in the second period.
39-yard punt there.
Yeah, other scores here from around the nation. Lee McFarland reports that UK's up 54-30 over Jackson State at the half. That game at Rupp Arena.
Team Western beat by about 17 the other night.
U of L leading Winthrop 26-18 late in the first half. All right, out of the gun. Here's a snap and looking to throw. He's a left-handed thrower being chased and got away from the tackler. Throws it downfield. It's going to be wide right, out of bounds.
Missed a good chance at it. We had him bottled up, and he just kind of broke away from us.
Yeah, that's Dalen. Dalen had a shot at him that time. That's good coverage, though, by the secondary. Anytime that you can cover receivers that long, good job by the secondary.
So it brings up second down and 10 for Great Crossing. They have it at their own 46.
They're flirting with getting a hold, too. We'll see if that gets called at some point. Our line did a good job in pursuit, not letting him get out of the pocket.
Two receivers each way for the Warhawks. Snap comes to Clark, and the handoff to Ballard. Ballard sweeping around to the left side, breaks a tackle, and trying to wrap him up. He's out of bounds at the Barren 46.
They're going to call it face mask. I think it's a face mask, maybe. I don't think it shouldn't be a late hit. But it may have been a face mask. We can check that on replay. Let's see what they call. If not, we're getting all the bad flags right now.
It's awful hard to tell. But we're going to be backed up either way.
Yeah, the problem is that all of our penalties are 10 and 15 yards, right?
Yes, sir. We got 210 so far.
And I cannot stand discussions, about with the officials here. Let's see.
There they go, stepping it off.
It's a face mask.
It was 15.
I kind of thought that, to be honest with you.
Moves it down to the Barren County 31.
We haven't had those in the last couple of weeks, too. We've had some 5-yard varieties, but we haven't had the big ones.
I agree. You can't. Sometimes I don't think you can help those. You're just trying to go in and make a tackle, and those are effort plays.
Two receivers each way. Here's the snap to Clark. The handoff to Ballard. We got a flag.
Blown dead. It's motion, illegal motion on Great Crossing.
So it'll now be 1st and 15 as they back up 5 yards.
The Warhawks. What's a Warhawk, Jack?
I don't know.
It's a bird.
It's a bird. Okay.
It is a bird?
It's an airplane, too, right? And they're
A
Warhawks.
Warhawk.
Yeah.
Need to look up the definition.
I will say they have unique colors. Green and blue is something that you don't see. North Laurel has that.
The Mavericks.
Mavericks.
I like it. I like the colors.
Florida Gulf Coast. You don't have a whole lot of colleges that have that color scheme.
2 receivers each way. Clark out of the gun. Ballard to his left, and he's going to hand it off to Ballard.
We got him.
And got him down.
Wells again.
Yeah. At the, 34.
Gain of 1.
You're following Trojan football here tonight on 104.7 FM, WCDS Glasgow, online as well, and BCHS Live with the live stream here from Georgetown, Kentucky. Second down, 13 for the Warhawks. We're coming down to the 10-minute mark of the first half. Of course, some of the games we talked about in the playoffs did not get started. Well, just now getting started. It's 7 o'clock. East or Central Time. It's 8 o'clock here in Georgetown. And this time it's coming to the right side, and Ballard. No, that's not Ballard. That is number 10 that time. Shaddix.
Scheme of things, we did a good job running out of bounds. Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ball is at the Barren 28.
More than likely, this is a passing down, but the way they run it, they can take 2 downs, try to pick up the first down if they want to go that direction.
Last time they were in this situation, quarterback kept it around the edge there.
2 receivers on the left and 1 on the right. And here's the handoff. It's to Ballard again. Ballard
big hole.
Working to the right side. He's trying to break away. He does. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. My, oh, my. We could not wrap him up.
He's good.
28 yards. Luke Ballard.
That gives him 9 carries, 78 right now.
And a 16-6 lead now for Great Crossing with 9:13 to go in the first half.
Yeah, this is the biggest deficit that we've had lately.
He's very similar to the back, and you mentioned it in the pregame, the Henderson back. And the difference tonight is Great Crossing is going to keep feeding him. They're not just going to randomly start throwing the football.
Here's the extra point try for Tappel. It's up and it's good. And now it is 17-6 Great Crossing.
I would say a slight inauspicious start for the Trojans. All right. But there's a long way to go. Now, this is the biggest deficit that we've faced for a while.
Yeah, we've not been down this much.
And it's the best football team we've played all year.
And you're right. They will keep feeding this back, unlike down in Henderson County, went to the back game. I think he was Burris, right? Anthony Burris. He had 200 yards, but it didn't seem like he got it a whole lot as much as I would have given it to him. And I got the feeling that we're going to have to prove that we can stop this kid first. Now, he's not the only one. I think the quarterback's pretty good, too.
Yeah. And then they mix in Shaddix, too, who's a decent little runner. So they are a good football team. We're going to be tested here.
Here's the kickoff from Tappel. It's going deep this time, and it may go into the end zone. And it stops.
That was close. It bounced in a half yard. And
right.
If it didn't take that bounce, they could have picked it up and scored another touchdown.
That's true.
We kind of got a break.
Bray's got to go back with the ball. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to let it drop, it's fine. But he let it go over his head and almost had to go back and pick it up. But it did go in the end zone, thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. It's not like a punt where you're going to go in the end zone and it gets it back to the 20. Or they can down it right there at the 1. They get the ball on the kickoff. So long field again. We started the last drive in about this situation. Did not get any positive yards. Didn't pick up a first down. So we had a great first drive, scored a touchdown, but the second one stalled thanks to a couple penalties. We got to regroup now after giving up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Got receivers each way, and a handoff. Dalen Thomas across the 20 to almost the 24.
Give him 4.
Okay. It's at the 24, so it is 4. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, you got to kind of do what you do right now. It's too early to kind of give up what you're strong at right now. 17-6, got plenty of time and so forth.
Get the ball in the second half. So you just play Trojan football and you keep running the plays. You don't go to some special play sheet where you're just panicking.
Jackson Bird's the receiver on the right, Bray Bewley on the left. And Spillman looking to throw. He's being chased now. In trouble, gets sacked back at the 22-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2.
And that was a planned pass, and Tate had to get out of there quick because the blitz was on that time by Great Crossing. So now it's 3rd and 8, 9. These are tough to pick up right here.
They brought a corner. They brought a right side backer, and nobody was there to block them. So he had somebody coming from both sides and nowhere to go.
So 3rd down and a close to 9 for Barren.
They're going to stack the box again and dare us to throw it.
Play clock at 9. Timeout called.
It's a big play. That's a good timeout when the play clock's starting to roll down, and we need not to give them the ball back right here if we can all but help it.
So 7:44 to go in the first half. It is Great Crossing 17, Barren County 6. This timeout is sponsored by Scooters Coffee.
Yeah.
And I was trying to see if we had any other score updates, but most of them just now getting started.
Well,
that's on Central Time.
Coffee sounds pretty good for a lot of people right now outside because it is cold.
Yes, hot chocolate or something. Well, Matt Gardner says the definition of Warhawk.
According to Merriam-Webster.
Well, yeah, he said that. A person who clamors for war.
So there's not a hawk? Like Robert, you
said
it's a bird?
Person. A person.
Well, on their banners, looks like looks like a bird, a hawk. Right
yeah,
there.
It does. That's true.
Maybe it's a fictional bird.
Interesting. Here we go. 3rd and 9 for Barren at their own 22-yard line. Man in motion coming left. High snap was to Spillman, and he makes it through. He's shaking up just a little bit, but he's up quickly.
That's a good call that time. And, boy, he had room. And, like I said, very few people have been able to tackle him one-on-one. And that time, number 9, that time Donald Quinn made a great one-on-one tackle against Tate that time. That was a good call that time.
Donald Quinn, the cornerback for Great Crossing.
Took a big hit, but he was able to get up just a little short of the first down.
So the Trojans forced to punt it again on a 4th and 3. It's Braden Houchins back for Barren to punt, and high snap to him, but gets it away. It's a good kick. Caught, fumbled, and we don't have it back. Still got it kind of squeaked away out there.
I think we got it.
Scored it out. Did Barren get it? And we're looking here.
Give me a signal.
No signal yet.
Fight for it on the bottom, fellas.
No signal yet. Let's see what we got.
We got it.
Trojans got it.
Wow. Bray Bewley.
Bray Bewley got it?
Went and dug it out.
That's what I'm talking about. We needed that break right there.
He wasn't the first one there. Jackson Bird was the first one there, and the ball just kind of squirted away from 13, who was there to field the punt. Didn't field it cleanly, and Jackson Bird was there quick enough to kind of keep him from getting right back on it. And Bray Bewley comes out from the bottom of the pile and completely flipped the field there off of our second punt. So got to have some breaks, and that's a break. You got to take advantage, though.
Turnover number 1 for Great Crossing. Turnover number 1 for both teams.
And Barren has it at the Great Crossing 34-yard line. 6:57 to go and a half. Barren County trailing 17-6. Bewley split out to the left. Spillman on the count. This time he's going to throw to the right side of Jackson Bird, and it was almost intercepted.
Jackson had to knock it away, or it would have been.
Yeah.
I don't mind the call there. Right off the turnover, just kind of be aggressive.
Threw it a little bit behind him that time, and that was a difference. I mean, it's hard throwing in this wind, to be honest with you. Even though the wind's going with you, the ball was slightly thrown behind a little bit, and the defensive back almost made a great play.
Kind of had Jordan Harris on a shorter level there that was unguarded, but had already kind of committed to Jackson Bird in a one-on-one, more of a jump ball situation. First incomplete pass.
All right, 2nd down and 10 for Barren. Backfield is split. Wide receiver to the right. In motion is Briggs Harris to the right. Pitch out coming to Dalen Thomas, sweeping around to the right side, and Picked up maybe a yard or two.
Couldn't get a block over there on the right side.
Couldn't get the corner over there.
Give him one. And a short one at that. It'll be a long third down again.
Yeah, we're in 4-down territories. We don't have to get all 9 at one time.
Update score, Ryle leading Central Hardin at the half. They've already reached halftime. It's 21-7, Ryle.
Central Hardin playing with them, though.
Yeah.
That's very competitive.
By stats, Ryle's the best team left in the division.
Them and Trinity are the top 2 that are left. And now Spillman gets the throw over the right side. It's caught.
Get it.
Downfield and breaking away. Goes out of bounds with it around the 17-yard line.
Briggs Harris.
Briggs Harris on the far side of the field.
That's pure improvisation. Right?
Wow.
Improvisation?
Yeah, whatever that word is.
I think it's improvisation. But that's a good one by Tate. Yeah.
In other words.
And good job by Briggs, too. Broke a couple tackles. Now we're inside the 20.
So that's Edward Jones' first down for Barren County at the Great Crossing 17. 6:01 to go here in the first half. Trojans trying to get back on the board, trailing 17-6. And a fumble.
We got back on
it. I think was recovered there by
may even gained one off that.
Yeah, it was Tate. Yeah.
The center, I think, snapped it a little bit early and kind of pulled away before Tate got the football. And just lucky Tate was the one, obviously, to realize that and get the football back. Gain of 16 on that previous play by Harris.
Second down and 10. Barren with it on the 17-yard line of the Warhawks.
Quick half. 5:30 left in the half.
One of the quickest halves I think we've been through. It's only 12 minutes after 7 Central Time. And here is Spillman. This time it is Jordan Harris cutting through, still going with it. He crossed the 10 to about the 7, maybe the 6.
That'll get us a new set of downs, pickup of 11.
That's just that's a great job of blocking on that little inside trap play that time by Jordan Harris. Excellent call, excellent blocking, and good job that time by Jordan. Plus he had 2 hands on the ball, too, protecting the ball. So first and goal from the 6.
Kind of using our full complement of this offense right now, spreading it around, and Tate doing a good job ball handling.
Bewley out to the left. Trying to get set here. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Now Spillman under center. White out to the right. And we've got a flag.
Start.
I think it's timeout.
Or is it timeout? Okay. I didn't know if I saw a flag fly or not.
The way this guy come in, he was kind of pointing one way. I guess he was pointing for the timeout, and we'll take our second timeout.
Second timeout brought to you by Scooters Coffee. It's a cold Friday night. Of course, what is this, the 23rd of November?
It
22nd of November.
The 22nd.
22nd of November.
Thanksgiving next week. We got 2 days of school left before Thanksgiving break. You got, if you're counting, you got 17 days left to Christmas. School days, that is.
Right. If you're counting basketball season, starts a week from Tuesday.
Hope's still playing football.
Could be. We've seen, we haven't, but there's been other teams around the region that have been playing football and starting basketball at the same time.
We got a lot of work to do, but, I think one of the cooler things about football is it obviously disrupts your Thanksgiving, but that Thanksgiving morning type practice that you get because you're getting ready to play on Black Friday there. So, that's just more of a formality, a walkthrough on Thanksgiving Day, but, that's also part of the journey when you're able to make it to the Final Four and keep playing.
Yep. First and goal from the 6 for the Trojans. Spillman is under center. Wide receiver to the right, and head is right up the middle. Touchdown, Barren County. No flag on the play, no.
What a hole that time.
I mean, there was a big opening there.
Cody Kearney. He really didn't face resistance to right around the goal line, so that's how you bounce back. What an answer right there.
6-yard run.
We would definitely go for 2, try to get within a field goal right here.
Yep. He was untouched, wasn't he?
Yeah.
6-yard touchdown and pretty clean little run. I think they were surprised that we went with the first guy through there. But that's also a testament to kind of mixing up with the play calling. So big play here on the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, we need this too. We've been very, very good, knock on wood, this year on these 2-point conversions.
You got Dalen Thomas and Jordan Harris in the backfield. In motion right is Briggs Harris. Wide receiver to the right. And this time it is Jackson Bird coming back around. He is in. 2-point conversion for Jackson Bird. He came from the left side of the field. He cuts the lead to 17-14.
That was a great seal on the edge by Briggs Harris, and there was no way he wasn't getting in there on that 2-point conversion. So, again, mix it up. That's the first time Jackson's touched the ball on the ground tonight, and put 2 more on the board for us, and a great answer. There is a ton of time left, obviously, in the half. So we can't, keep trading points. You would love to get a stop here and go into the half with this deficit, or even run the clock out and have another opportunity with it.
So you take advantage of the turnover. I mean, that was the big play was the turnover on the punt that Bray Bewley just went in and among several just end up getting the ball, to be honest with you, and then take advantage of it.
Right. Cody Kearney with the second Hatcher and Sadler touchdown of the night for Barren County. And, of course, Jackson Bird with a 2-point conversion to cut the lead to 17-14. 4:44 to go in the half. Jacob Dooley will kick off from the Trojan 40. End over end. It is caught at the 20, picked up 25, cutting across to the 30. That's Teron Lewis on the kickoff return as he brings it out to about the 37, maybe the 38.
Flag.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
It's going to be on Great Crossing. The flag was thrown from the
somebody's helmet flew off out there.
Well, what is that call? Is that
I don't think he's made a call yet. I think he was working on the
microphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shot block.
Okay. That's a big deal, block below the waist deal that you can't do on special teams, kickoff returns, punt returns. That's 15 yards.
Yeah. Take him from the 30 all the way back to the 15.
Is it from the 30 or the spot? I think it's from the spot. That's going to take it way back.
Well, I thought he had it around the 37, 38. So.
Okay, so 15-yard penalty. Yep, okay. They'll take over at the 15. We'll take that.
All right.
4:36 to go in a half. Barren County trailing by a field goal, 17-14. And there's the run. It is Ballard breaking upfield and gets upended. I don't know what that was, but he got to the 33-yard line.
Gain of 18, and that puts him at 96 in the first half. 10 carries, 96 yards.
I don't know what happened there at the
end
of the
either.
play, but
no, it was just
something weird.
No, it was continuation.
It was just Waylon. He was
Okay.
trying to jump over him.
Yeah,
he was trying to avoid him.
Yeah, that I see it on the replay there. He was just trying to get out of the way, and the kid was standing up, so it looked like something else going on there, but it wasn't. So Myers calls his third time out there, and the reason he was not that little extra there at the end of the play. It's just he was not happy with how we tackled.
Well, we have one left. That was the previous one was actually Great Crossing. The official pointed the wrong way,
Okay,
so we have one left. But you're right. I think I like the timeout. It's not to stop the clock. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
It was to kind of get organized better defensively, right? We got right back in the game to make it 17-14. You don't want to just give that score right back.
I mean, we're one tackle away from him breaking that to the house.
That's correct.
And it's kind of the old basketball timeout, right? Just kind of see if we can stop some momentum, regather ourselves, and come on, let's go.
Yep. So they got 3 receivers here on the near side. One split out to the left. A low snap coming to the quarterback, and the handoff to Ballard. Ballard
get off the block.
Running all over the place, and he gets a first down and then some as he crosses the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Gain of 13. We're just having, as you said there, having a lot of trouble. They're holding us up, and it's you could call a hold every play. So it's not really a hold that's going to get called, but we're just not getting off to be able to do anything but arm tackle him, and that's not going to bring this kid down.
He's at 110 right now.
Oh, boy.
That's
Averages 1,500 over 10 games, so he averages
right. About 160 yards a game. Not close to 180, I guess it would be. Snap, handoff again. Ballard off the left tackle spot. He'll take it across the 50 to the 47.
Tate and Dalen on the tackle, but not before he gets 6.
And here's another update score. Boyle County trailing Covington Catholic 14-6 at the half.
Wow.
And that's in the 4A Elite 8. Boyle County undefeated.
Yeah, I don't know if they've trailed in 2 years.
I don't either. And, of course, former head Barren coach Jackson Arnett's one of the assistant coaches at Boyle County. Second down at 4. And this time Ballard cutting left, and he breaks free. Somebody's going to have to get him.
Got a penalty.
Yep, it's going to come back, I believe.
Great effort there by the Trojans, but it's going to be 45 yards, but there's going to be a penalty. Unless it's a face mask, it's coming back. They're going to turn the lights on.
Yeah, they've got a little too antsy there with the.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold, and it's going to be that's a big call. I hate to be Captain Obvious. That's a big call. It's going to nullify a long touchdown, and I don't know if the penalty caused it or not.
It kind of looked like it was right there at the point of where he broke through, and they got a couple of our linemen there and caved in on him, and I think it was against Grayson Billings, or not obviously the penalty, but he was the one that drew it.
So that will back up the Warhawks to their own 42-yard line.
So it's a 10-yard penalty that basically ends up being a 46-yard touchdown-saving penalty.
Nullifies a first down, nullifies a touchdown, and run some time off the clock. 3:16 left in the half.
Yep. Second down, 13 for Great Crossing. Snap comes to Clark. He's going to run it to the right side of the field and gets hit.
Good hit that
Pretty
time.
hard there at the 44.
That's Corbin Wells that made that hit. Tate Spin was over there too, but that was Corbin. Gain of 2.
Straight quarterback keeper.
Corbin Wells, who leads the team in tackles this year. One of the top in 6A. Gain of 2, 3rd and 11 now for the Warhawks.
Ran a long way just to get 2, but a good job there. 3rd down, 11.
Hart County trailing into the first quarter, 7-0. So we got Hart County trailing, got Boyle County trailing.
I was going to say, we got 12 out there. We got to get one off.
And they're going to send 3 receivers to the left, one here on the near side. Snap comes to Clark. He's low, rolling out left, but looking right. He's going to throw it deep across. Somebody can get that.
Oh, come on. We just didn't have a chance at it.
We got a Trojan player down, too.
It's roughing the passer, and it's a good call, too. I was watching it, and then the quarterback, I think, fell into Billingsley's leg,
he is hurt. He took his helmet off.
Yeah.
It was a late hit way after the play, too, and on the quarterback. And
so instead of basically them in a punt situation, we pick up an automatic, or give them via penalty automatic first down. There was no sense in that hit.
So Billingsley is still down, and now he's back. He's laying on his back right now.
He got rolled up on, didn't he?
Yeah, he's hurt.
It seems to be his left leg. So we have 2:23 to go here in the first half. Barren County trailing 17-14 to Great Crossing here in Georgetown. And I was trying to see if we had any other scores here. I think that was all I had received because games still not to the end of the first quarter. And I was trying to get Monroe County, Owensboro Catholic. Don't have that one yet. South Warren, North Bullitt, Bowling Green, and Louisville Atherton. We'll check and see if we can get some here.
I'll see if I can get you some. Concerned about Grayson, obviously, right now a little bit.
Yeah,
he is in a lot of pain. I know that when he threw that helmet off, I knew he was in a lot of pain.
It's a left leg injury.
Grayson, a junior for us, has played really well.
Plays on both sides, offense and defense, too.
Let's see. Campbellsville and Newport Central Catholic are tied at 14. That's in the Class A Elite 8. Here's a score. South Warren now leading their ball game over North Bullitt. It's 14-0 South Warren.
Bowling Green and South are both up 14-0 in the first quarter.
Well, good.
Billingsley is up. And let's see.
He's slow to get up, unfortunately.
Well, he's standing up on his own.
He is standing up.
He's going to walk off. I can tell you that. And he's, maybe being scary. He's walking off. You never know, though, with these knees and ACLs. I've had players walk off with ACLs and some you carry off and things like that. But we'll see. He's a tough kid, but he was in a lot of pain instantly. So we got to get this back right here. I mean, we had them stopped that time, and that I guess both teams have hurt themselves. They had a touchdown called back, and we had a fourth. That would have been a fourth down in a punting situation. So 2:23 left in the half. Boy, I like our chances a lot better. We can get a stop here at the end of the half.
They got two receivers to the left, one to the near side. And they've got Ballard, and I believe that's is that Lewis in the backfield? And it's coming to the near side of the field and sliding to the 30-yard line. Shaddix, I'm sorry. Lewis is 4, Shaddix is number 10.
Put 8 out in front of 10, and that's a big block to have to get off of. They pick up 8 on that first down carry as the clock rolls under 2.
Yes.
They have 2 timeouts left, if the board's correct.
They do, Second down and 2 for Great Crossing.
They've got plenty of time here, so clock is not necessarily an issue. Got to get a stop.
2 receivers on the left side, 1 on the near side. And handoff to Ballard, cutting through, breaks a couple of tacklers, breaks another one, and
another penalty.
And here's a penalty flag.
Just enough to trip him up. As he was about 15 yards down the field.
Well, we have 2 penalties. One is at the 30 and one is at the 20. So called by 2 different people too. So
they may both be the same thing. We got a block in the back on Dalen, I think, and then there was a hold over on the far side is what I see, but there could be a number of anything called.
Waiting to get the call here.
Not the quickest crew I've ever seen.
No.
You're
his
correct.
microphone just cut out.
Yeah, it's a block in the back and a hold. You only get to pick one. It'd be nice if we could have them both.
It was you pick the one that is the least upfield, right? And that was the hold. The block in the back was downfield. So
second and 9, almost 10. 1:38 for those listening on the radio.
17-14, Great Crossing.
They've gone to kind of a dual backs.
They do. They've got had Ballard, and that's Shaddix. Shaddix this time gets a couple, maybe 3, got it to about the 36. And it's going to bring up third down with 1:20 to go and the clock running here in the second.
A little bit different look because they're basically feeding off each other. One leads the way for the other, and Great Crossing calls their second timeout as we have 1:17 left now in the half. Third and, call it 6, right?
Third and 6. Here's an update. We got one now from the Class 2A playoffs up at Owensboro Catholic. Monroe County trailing 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's 21-0. Owensboro Catholic.
They got Owensboro Catholic's got a big-time quarterback. Signed, though, I think he signed with WKU in baseball, though. But
That's right, he did.
Yeah, he's a big-time quarterback.
That. Yeah.
They're the best team in 2A, probably, aren't they?
They're 12-0. Only undefeated team left in 2A. Campbellsville down 21-14 to Newport Central Catholic. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter in the Class Single A Elite 8.
Do we have a Hart County? You said Hart County was behind.
Hart County was behind 7-0 at the end of the first against Union County.
How many people do you think we brought tonight, John?
I don't know. I mean, it's a good crowd. I mean, what, more than 400?
I was going to say 5.
I think more than what we had in North Hardin. I mean, they got bigger stands over there. Maybe. They got bigger bleachers and longer anyway.
Just the trip and the weather. It's pretty nice.
I think it's comparable to North Hardin, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right, 1:17, 3rd and 6 for the Warhawks, which is an actual bird, by the way, similar to a falcon.
And they've got 3 receivers on the near side.
Step it.
Yep. It is Clark breaking free. Down the left sideline he goes.
Touchdown.
And it's a touchdown for Great Crossing. 37-yard touchdown for the quarterback.
Well, yeah, we've run that play several times this year ourselves, with Tate where he faked the run himself and then just kept it. And that's a play that we probably actually have in our arsenal. Well done by Great Crossing, and that hurts, I like their chances a lot better if we could have held them off to end the half.
We had 3 guys converge on him, and he just slipped right between us and walked in after that.
Extra point try attempt from Tapel. Ball is down. Here's the kick, and it is good.
Make it a 10 instead of a 3. That's a major difference going into the halftime break. And the bad thing is we had some opportunities not to get them to put points on the board and just kind of self-inflicted mistakes.
Yeah, well, they scored twice. But one was brought back. But then we did have them stop. But the roughing the passer gave them that first down rather than fourth and whatever. So that hurt. Still, 110, it's not out of the rim that we couldn't mount something up right here. But we do have the wind going with us.
Of course, Tapel started the ball game with a 35-yard field goal, and now he is scored another 3 extras, 53 of 57 on extra points for the freshman kicker from Great Crossing, Mason Tapel. Owensboro Catholic has extended their lead now. It's 28-0 at the end of the first quarter against Monroe County.
Dude, that'd be a tough one probably for the Falcons.
Hit by Tapel.
Going to come up and field this one.
And it is caught at the 16. Was that Bray Bewley?
It was.
And he will bring it up to about the 24-yard line.
They made a good
decision to come up and get it. Tough catch.
That was not an easy catch.
1:04 to go here in the half. Great Crossing leads at 24-14.
We've got 1 timeout. They've got 1 timeout. I don't think you're ultra aggressive here, but you run a couple just, of your run plays and see what you get. With the wind, it's a little easier to throw, but we're not throwing something up for grabs that they can run back and change the complexion of the game either.
We do get the ball to start the second half.
That's true. Barren County will send a receiver out to the right.
I wouldn't be surprised either way, run or pass.
Split backfield, and this time it comes today. Oh, fumbled it, and I believe Great Crossing has jumped all over.
They did.
My, oh, my.
Oh, that's a flag. You can't
should be a flag.
The ball right there in the front of the white hat.
Yeah, it's still going to be their ball, though. That's unfortunate. We was kind of playing it fairly safe that time, and Dalen, I don't know if he's fumbled all year, to be honest with you.
I don't think so.
And that time he fumbled without getting hit that time.
So first turnover in a couple games.
Well, they didn't call a flag for the spike. Huh.
They did not, did they? And they did it right there in front.
Maybe spiking is allowed in Scott County. I don't know. But anyway.
1 minute to play here in the half, and Great Crossing has it at the Barren County 19.
Now I'll make an absolute. We have to get a stop.
Yeah. Danger time. They're already in probably field goal range, even against the wind.
Right. I'll take a field goal. I can't, a touchdown. We would be crushing.
3-score game for a touchdown, right?
Yeah. Ballard is to the right of Clark in the backfield. They got 2 receivers each way for the Warhawks. Snap comes. Clark. He's going to throw across the middle.
Oh, boy, he was open, too.
Wide.
Too wide on that pass.
Yeah, he split
for Moody.
Yeah, it was a seam route, running right down the seam and split us and just overthrown.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Very similar to us as soon as they got the turnover, they go for the home run ball. And it's a little different at the 20 throwing a home run ball, but I don't think we were necessarily expecting a pass in that situation.
I think this is going to be a run to number 8, Mr. Ballard.
Luke Ballard.
It's not going out on a big limb there.
Snap to Clark. He drops back. He's looking. He's going to throw. And a pass.
Same play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they ran the same play. Yeah. They ran seam routes down both sides that time, and they actually ended up being post pattern that time. And that time it was completed, and that
one hurts.
It's crushing.
That was to Teron Lewis. Teron Lewis. With
right in between our
was
backs.
that 20?
21.
21
yards.
Yeah.
And that's painful.
Makes it 30-14 now. Great Crossing. Man, extra point try for Tupel to try to extend the lead even more here. And the ball is down. Here is his kick, and it is good. And the Trojans are in trouble now as they trail 31-14 with 52.6 seconds to go in the second quarter.
What hurts is those last couple touchdowns have been a little bit more on us. Give them credit. They got good players and they executed, but the fumble when we weren't even hit, just dropped it, and then the personal foul that gave them extra downs. I mean, those are when you're facing really good teams. In fact, teams that are probably more talented than you can't give them extra downs and you can't make mistakes. And because if you do, you'll pay for them, and that's kind of what's happened right now.
Well, you look at the schedule they've had this year. They beat number 1 Louisville Manual last week.
Oh, they're for real.
That says a lot.
They're good, especially offensively. They're very good offensively.
So it makes it tough giving up 14 points in 18 seconds.
Yep. And it's going to be caught at the 20. Bringing it across to the 25, about the 27. It's Jordan Harris on the kickoff return for Barren County. 48.5 seconds to go here in the second. Barren County trailing 31-14.
You don't do anything different than you were going to do when there was 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock.
No, I think this is a run. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a run, and if you break it good, if you can really break it, then we still have a timeout. We'll see what happens. If you don't, then
go to the break.
You just regroup.
Ball is at the 27-yard line.
You could take a shot down the field. I mean, you could throw one of those goal routes to Jordan Harris. I mean,
wheel routes.
Going to send Bewley here on the left and Jackson Bird over the right side. Spillman. Yeah, we got movement, I think. Or do we?
Time. The play clock ran out.
How can
what? Delay of game? That was a sure quick 25.
You just don't see on change of possessions after kick and punts. You don't see that very often at all. Whatever was called right now, if we were going to take a shot, I think that ended that.
Anyway, it's 1st and 15 now for Barren. Their own 22. Bird will go to the right, and Bewley here on the left. Spillman on the count. Play clock down at 7. Going to throw to the right side. Jackson Bird with a reception, and he takes it upfield, gets tackled around the 45-yard line.
Or you can throw the slant to Jackson Bird.
23.
That was not an easy catch. He had to go up and get it, too. The ball was a little high that time, but Jackson Bird, outstanding play.
Yeah.
Well, we've got to go. We got one timeout, and the clock is running.
Same setup, and this time, Spillman being chased. He's got a lot of pressure, gets rid of the football, and it is going to be caught. Jordan Harris.
Timeout.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Man, he has made some unbelievable plays this year. And
that was either going to be a loss of about 50 or a gain of 9. So you got to call timeout because he did not pick up the first. Did not pick
1 yard away.
Down. Yep.
Even if you pick up the first, by the time they set the clock, you're not going to be able to get up to the line. So you got 2 plays probably maximum if you're able to get out of bounds.
2nd and 1, 13.7 left here in the second.
Downs don't matter. Jordan took a big hit on the kickoff return. And then that hit there, he's a little slow to get up, kind of walking over to see Dwayne for a minute.
Coming up, we'll have the SCRTC halftime report. We'll go over the stats and scoring, and also have the Barren County Sports Report. All we got to talk about really is middle school basketball.
Probably got to get down to the 20 to even think about a field goal, which would be very difficult without a timeout. You do have the win, but it's almost impossible to run your unit out there without a timeout.
Yeah, you have to get to the line and spike it.
Ball is at the Great Crossing 46. It is 2nd and 1 for Barren. 13.7 to go here in the half. Spillman's under center. On the count, hands it off, right up the middle. And that's Dalen Thomas.
Got to get on the
getting
line.
the first down.
The clock should stop on the first down.
Yeah, why didn't the clock stop?
They
finally stopped it, but it should be like 7 or 8 seconds
that's
left.
Terrible clock management on the officials' part, and they're going to hold up and reset the clock. That's mismanagement on the officials' part.
Well, I don't know if it's was it the officials or
they didn't wave. They didn't wave.
Okay.
So the clock operator just did what they were supposed to do.
Well, we shouldn't be looking around. We ought to be in our stance right now
and spike it.
Yep.
We're going to reset the clock
to something.
8.5.
That's correct.
Okay,
that's right.
It's close.
Because I thought it was at least. I said 7 to 8.
Well, the only reason why we ran that is to get the first down and then to spike it, and now we'll go for the end zone after the next one.
Spillman will spike it,
and the clock didn't start at all.
Did not.
They may have to reset that again.
So now this has got to be the Hail Mary, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can even do a sideline and get out of bounds, right?
Well, you could. I mean, 8.5, you can do it. I just I don't know if it's worth it.
Because you got to run. I don't think you could even do a 2-step 8-yard pattern and get much out of it.
Just don't think it'd help you.
Right.
So I would just take my chances. We have some guys who go up and get it. I mean, Jackson Bird and Dalen Thomas, Bray Bewley, all good athletes, Briggs Harris. So we can go get it.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 41. And here's Spillman throwing it over to the right side. It is going to hand it off over to Dalen Thomas, but he's out of bounds right around the, 42? 38, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Tried a hook and ladder.
Yeah. Didn't have enough hook on it.
Well, it's hard when a team drops back into a deep prevent zone. The defensive backs are going to be able to see things. But
and now only 2.3 left.
I think we're trying to get a little bit closer, maybe for the Hail Mary, maybe even for a field goal. But now it's just throw it up in the end zone and see if you can make a catch.
Bray caught it and pitched it to Dalen on that last play, and he was able to get out to the sideline. There probably should be 3 seconds left, but it doesn't matter. It's the last play of the half, no matter what.
Right.
Barring a penalty.
So Bird and Bewley both come to the left side this time. We'll see Dalen Thomas over the right.
7-6. We got
Cody Kearney in the backfield. Out of the gun. Here's Spillman. Looking, being pressured. They want to throw. The pass is, I don't know if it was pass interference or not, but time ran out. So that will end the half, and Great Crossing leads Barren County here at halftime by a score of 31-14. Here in this Elite Eight state football playoff game in Georgetown, Kentucky. We'll come back with our SCRTC halftime report after this break. And you're following Barren County Sports on 104.7 FM.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called KHSAA, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free KHSAA checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The KHSAA cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link KHSAA Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with KHSAA at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly, or getting them back on track when they're not. We've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When was your child's last checkup? Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
As it's only about a mile away from Scott County High School here in Georgetown. Jay Turner with John Butler, Robert Bauer. Halftime here in the 6A football playoffs Elite 8. Barren County Trojans trailing Great Crossing Warhawks 31-14 as we welcome you to the SCRTC halftime report. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill. Scoring summary for the first half is brought to you by Southern States in Glasgow and their new location on Cross Street. Well, the first score of the ball game came from Great Crossing. It was a 35-yard field goal from Mason Tappel with 8:34 to go in the first quarter to give the Warhawks a 3-0 lead. 4:06 to go in the first quarter. Barren County quarterback Tate Spillman scores on a 22-yard run. The extra point try failed. It was 6-3 as Barren County's only lead of the ball game. 1:07 to go in the first quarter. It was a 32-yard pass play from Jeremiah Clark to Hunter Moody to give Great Crossing a 9-6 lead. Tappel kicked the extra point to make it 10-6. 9:13 to go in the first half. Second quarter, it was Great Crossing's Luke Ballard scoring on a 28-yard run to give Great Crossing a 16-6 lead. Tappel with the extra point kick made it 17-6 Warhawks. 4:44 to go in a half. It was Barren County's Cody Kearney scoring a 6-yard run to pull the Trojans within 17-12, and Jackson Bird scored the 2-point conversion to make it a 17-14 ball game. Then with 1:10 to go in the second quarter, it was quarterback Jeremiah Clark for Great Crossing scoring on a 37-yard run to give the Warhawks a 23-14 lead. Tappel's kick made it 24-14. And then just under a minute to play in the second quarter, it was a 21-yard pass play from quarterback Jeremiah Clark to Teron Lewis to give the Great Crossing Warhawks a 30-14 lead. And then Tappel stepped in to kick the extra point, and that's where we are at halftime. The biggest deficit right now for Barren County as Great Crossing leads it 31-14.
Well, maybe the biggest deficit of the year, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
definitely would be.
Yeah. Okay, stats for Great Crossing. They rushed it 21 times for 196. That's a lot of yards. They were led on the ground by their good back, junior Luke Ballard. He's carried it 12 times for 116 and a touchdown. The quarterback, Jeremiah Clark, has carried it 3 for 48 yards and a touchdown. And then Clayton Shaddix has carried it 6 for 32, so 196 on the ground for Great Crossing. Through the air, Jeremiah Clark was 2 of 5 for 53 yards and 2 touchdowns. Turnovers for total yards for Great Crossing 249. They had 13 first downs in the first half. They turned it over once, and it was on the punt. And they were penalized 6 times for 50 yards.
We ran 27 for 127. On the ground, we had 17 carries, 53 yards. Leading the way was Jordan Harris, 4 carries, 24 yards. Cody Kearney had 3 for 15 and a 6-yard touchdown. Dalen Thomas had 5 carries, 13 yards, and Tate Spillman had 5 for 21 and a 22-yard touchdown. We, through the air, Tate was 5 of 7 for 74 yards. 4 different kids caught balls. Dalen caught 2 for 26. Briggs Harris, 1 for 16. Jackson Bird, 1 for 23. And Jordan Harris, 1 for 9. So we were 5 of 7 for 74. So 53 on the ground, 74 through there to give us 127. We had 6 first downs, 3 on the ground, 3 through the air. Penalized 4 times. One of those kept them on the field and got a touchdown. 4 for 40, and then the 1 turnover that led directly to a turnover for them. So I'm going to go check out the weather and give you all a weather report. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't take a jacket. where you get a where you get a real good feel for the weather.
Still some kind of precipitation falling out there. You can see it against the lights. And the temperature right now here in Georgetown, just looking at last report, it is still, it's still 42 degrees, but the wind chill is 36. With the wind out of the west at 12 miles per hour. So got some other scores to pass along to you in playoff action here tonight as before we get to our Barren County Middle School basketball sports report. And this is from Class 5A, South Warren now leading late of the second quarter, 35-0 over North Bullitt. And in the 4A Elite 8, Boyle County has come back to tie the game with Covington Catholic. It is 14-14 early in the third quarter. Haven't got an update score on Hart County, Union County since the first quarter. It was 7-0 Union County at last report we had. In 2A, at the end of the first quarter, this was Owensboro Catholic and Monroe County. Monroe County trailing 28-0. And in the Class Single A Elite 8, Campbellsville now leads Newport Central Catholic 21-14 in the third period. So that's all we've got so far. Hopefully we'll get a few more before we go to our next break. But when we come back out of this break, we'll have the Barren County Middle School basketball sports report with John. He'll read all the list of all the games been going on this week. I had 3 nights of middle school basketball this week, as a matter of fact. Barren County Sports Report coming up next, brought to you by Riley Dental Group, as we're in the SCRTC halftime report right now with the Barren County Trojans trailing here at the break to Great Crossing 31-14. We'll be back with more in a moment as you're following Barren County Sports on 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's making it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When was your child's last checkup? Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Hey.
Owensboro Catholic in the 2A Elite 8. And Aaron Russell, our producer with BCHS Live, has reported that we've had over 4,000 total viewers so far. And that was as of 7:45 Central Time. That was about 10 minutes ago. Easily a first-half record. So we appreciate all those that are watching the game and listening to us on the radio through our audio feed here. And, wow, 4,000, over 4,000.
Does that make you nervous?
The game.
Are you nervous?
Am I nervous? Nervous? No. No, we don't have the camera on us, John. That makes a difference, too. You're on camera a lot with Western games, so
yeah.
Do you get nervous when you're on TV doing a Western game?
Not really.
I mean, that's how it was with Campbellsville, and I was doing several Campbellsville College games back a few years ago. They'd have the camera on me all the time while I was broadcasting the game. I said, put the camera on the game, not me.
I agree. Nobody wants to see you or me. That's all right. That's what's the guy. I agree with that.
Yeah, but got a lot of middle school basketball to talk about. They're in the full swing now.
Yes, they are. November is big time in basketball at middle school. Let's go backwards. We'll start with last night. We'll start with the girls. 7th grade, Barren County 31, Allen County 27. That's a good win. And in 8th grade, Barren County 47, Allen County 22. So 2 good wins for the girls. In boys action, same school, Allen County 7th graders defeated Barren County 46-40. And in 8th grade, Allen County 39, Barren County 23. So Allen swept the boys last night. Tuesday night, girls, middle school, 7th grade, Barren County 39, Warren East 19. Good 20-point win for the Trojanettes. And in 8th grade, Barren County 44, Warren East 9. Not a lot of points there, so sweep for the Trojanettes. In middle school, boys, 7th grade, Barren County 38, Warren East 11. And 8th grade, Barren County 46, Warren East 10. So that's a domination Tuesday night for Barren over Warren East. And then Monday, girls, 7th grade, Barren County 26, Logan County 17. And in 8th grade, Barren County girls 40, Logan County 30. So the way I counted, that's 6 wins for the girls this week. In middle school, boys, 7th grade, Grayson County 40, Barren 28. In 8th grade, Barren County 51, Grayson County 7. So Barren County 8th grade went 3-0. Nope, 2-1. Allen beat them. So that's all we got.
And all the scores are posted online each day on our school's website at barren.kyschools.us. Go to athletics and the sports report. We update all the scores each day, and we will, of course, with high school basketball getting started a week from Tuesday. We'll have freshman JV varsity. We'll get those posted online as well. Kentucky dominating tonight. They beat Jackson State by 49 points.
Really?
Just 49.
I think Coach Pope has done a great job, I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
I use the word kind of refreshing a little bit. He's done a really good job. But I think he'll do a good job. I thought so when they hired him. And I also think the guy, Pat Kelsey down in Louisville, I think he'll do a good job as well.
They win 108-59 tonight, Kentucky over Jackson State.
And a week from next Tuesday, you'll be in Greensburg.
Your old hometown.
Make sure you roll the windows down when you enter Greene County and get that fresh air.
We'll drive by your statue.
Unless it's freezing cold and 15 degrees or something.
Have you been in the new gym?
I have not.
Well, it's the new old gym. The renovation.
So they've renovated it.
It's renovated. Got the kind of like Metcalf, got the walking track all the way around and so forth. And nicely, it's nice.
And understand you're not going to be able to go there.
I don't think so because I got to work and I just don't know if I can get there.
Yeah, it is a 5:30 start for the girls. Understand?
That'll be tough. Yeah. But the girls should be a good girls game. Greene County girls is good. I think Barren County's girls are going to have a good year this year with a lot of players. They lost Murphy and they lost
Barney.
Barney has 2 really good players, but I think he should be pretty good. And the boys may start off a little slow because they got so many football players. The starting guards are here, and so it may start off a little slow. But Greene County, I hate to tell you this, but they may be top 10 in the state this year, and I'm not making that up. But they got the 2 transfers in to go with good players returning.
Well, we got one more half here. Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial second half kickoff is next. This is Barren County Sports on 104.7 FM.
Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you love this morning and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Brought to you by Extreme Health Club and ATM Media Solutions. The Trojans have some work cut out for them here in the second half, trailing 31-14.
Yeah, the good news is we get the ball to start off with, so that's the good news. And it's not like we're down 40-0.
Right. Anything can happen. Here's the kickoff coming left side. It'll go out of bounds about the 17-yard line.
It was a good read that time. From our angle, you couldn't tell where, but he could. That time, Browning could read that the ball was kind of go out of bounds. So good job that time by Baylor.
Hart County is trailing Union County in the 3A playoffs. It is 28-7 at the half. That is a surprise. That's an upset for sure.
Surprised by the margin.
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought maybe Hart County be leading like 14-7 or something, but it's 28-7 Union.
All right, we get it at the 35. Down 3 scores. We've got to find the gas pedal a little bit and limit our mistakes.
Billingsley's not out there, is he? I
haven't seen him
check his number.
No, he's not.
Backfield is split here. Spillman pitches it out and nowhere to go. Wow, they busted through and tackle made right around the 30. It'll be a loss on the play. It was to Jordan Harris.
Well, the problem was that pitch wasn't wide enough that time, and we didn't get around. That was our tight end position, and we kind of got pushed back in and got a loss of 2.
You're following Trojan football on 104.7 FM, WCDS Glasgow, and online as well. And we're on BCHS Live tonight with Aaron Russell and the crew. Over 4,000 total viewers tonight. We appreciate that. And the number keeps going up. Early in the second half here, Jordan Harris, Cody Kearney in the backfield. Thomas in motion left. Here's Spillman with a quick throw left side. And was it intercepted?
Incomplete.
Okay. He made a dive for the ball. That was number 2 for Great Crossing, Trey Campbell.
Yeah, trying to hit the slant pattern, and just ball led him a little bit too far that time.
Intended for Bray, that was on the slant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Caleb Reese is in.
Number 68.
Yeah, on the offensive line. Yep.
So he's taking
well, they kind of shifted over.
They shifted some people around.
Right. Yep.
Grayson Billingsley out. She went down with an injury there in the second period. Got Preston Pace coming in as a wide receiver. Backfield is split with Harris and Kearney. Spillman hands it off. It is Thomas coming, trying to cut back inside, and he'll only pick up a couple of yards. It'll be 4th and 10 for the Trojans.
Original line of scrimmage, just too much penetration to really find a seam when you're coming from that slide or wing position.
Little over a minute gone here in the third quarter. Barren County trailing 31-14.
They just get great penetration, and they're all in the backfield there, so there's no way to get out on the edge.
Trey Campbell, the punt returner for Great Crossing. Here's Houchins. And it's going to bounce right into the hands of Campbell. Campbell trying to make some running room in there and gets hit and taken down. And that is Corbin Wells of the tackle at the 38-yard line.
I was going to say, you don't escape Corbin Wells' tackle very often.
No.
Line drive kick there, and had a chance for a return, but we did a good job staying in our lanes there, so we didn't give something up, and Wells kind of came across the field and slammed him down. All right, quick 3 and out. We didn't even run 2 minutes off the clock there to start the period. 10:25 left in the third, and Great Crossing gets the ball back. Gotta get some stops here, no question about it.
2 receivers each way for the Warhawks. We've got Jeremiah Lewis, and to his left is Luke Ballard. And the handoff is to Ballard. Ballard getting some blocking there, gets a few yards. He'll pick up across the 40 to the 42, so a gain of about 4 for Ballard.
Ballard had 116 in the first half and a touchdown.
And I said this earlier, he's going to keep getting the football. They're going to continue between their quarterback and Shaddix and Ballard. I'd say that we'll see a steady dose of them, and they'll force us to stop the run here.
Yeah, they just threw it 5 times in the first half, but they were efficient. 2 of those 5 went for touchdowns.
Yeah. 2nd down and 6 for the Warhawks. They're moving from right to left if you're just listening on radio. And a handoff is going to Teron Lewis. Lewis gets the first down. Has he got it right at the 50, maybe the 49?
That's Corbin Wells. It may have saved a touchdown on that one. That's the first carry for that young man.
Gain of 6.
Teron Lewis.
7.
Lewis scored a touchdown back in the second quarter, but that's his first carry. It was on a pass play. So the ball is at the Barren 49. 9:27 to go here in the third, with Barren County trailing 31-14. 3 receivers on the left for the Warhawks. 1 split out wide right. And here's the pass. It is going to be. I thought he dropped it. It's going to be at the 48. Intended for
11.
His receiver.
Veach. He initially had it, and when he kind of stepped back to try to avoid the tackle, he just dropped the football.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Great Crossing.
Your weather report was
yes.
The wind's just kind of cutting through you right now, and then every now and then you're getting pelleted with some ice particles. So
is it ice particles?
It's mainly rain, but there's a little mixed in.
A little sleet. We call it sneet.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a fun environment to play in, but it is.
Wind chill's 35.
Some good football weather.
It's less fun when you're behind.
It is. So Great Crossing with 2 receivers each way. It is 2nd down and 10 for the Warhawks, and it's coming to the near side. It's Luke Ballard cutting down to 35, 40, 45, or 35, down to the 32, maybe the 31-yard line. He'll pick up about, 18 on the play?
Wells caught him from behind.
Well, they're going to spot it at the 33,
16.
So it's 16.
Give him 137 now.
First down machine, isn't he?
It's pretty good, to say the least. Pretty good.
Top 5 in the class in rushing.
Just a junior.
Yeah, just a junior. 5'11", 205.
Nice size line to run behind helps.
Mm-hmm. He's got it, 290, 260, 275.
Or a 6A line is what you could say.
Mm-hmm. And a snap coming out. It's coming to the right side of the field. It's number 15 on the carry. He breaks free.
He's coming back.
And he got a flag back here.
It's Hill, it looks like.
That's his first carry tonight. Jules Hill, a 5'8" senior.
Little end-around position.
It's coming back unless it's a face mask. Now, if it's a face mask, then it's a touchdown. But the way, the body language of Great Crossing, it's coming back on a hold. And
won't be much of a penalty. It'll be taken back close to the original spot, but it obviously saves a touchdown.
It's a second touchdown for Great Crossing. That's been brought back, and we've got something's got to turn for us real quick. To be honest with you, right now our body mannerisms are not the greatest right now. little bit low energy level, and we just somebody's got to make a play somewhere, cause a fumble, a big hit, or something right now, or we're in danger of getting blown out.
Yeah,
it's the most adversity we've had.
Yeah, and it's the best team too. You know, it's a combination of both things. Right,
by far the best team. Yep.
You want to keep going, you got to find a way to make some plays and flip the script.
Here's Clark, and he'll hand it off. It's Ballard cutting to the right side of the field, and he gets the first down. He's taken down from behind, but got an extra yard or two to get the first down.
And it is demoralizing, too. I would just say this. It's demoralizing when you can't stop somebody. And right now, it just doesn't appear that we can stop them.
Dakota Wade made that tackle. He's getting to the second level almost without resistance, and that puts your linebackers, your corners, your safeties in a position where they have to make open field tackles against a big fella.
Yeah, and quite honestly, our only stops right now have been by penalties. With 2 touchdowns called back, right?
They fumbled it once.
They've had 8 penalties too, so we haven't done a lot of just stopping them on our own.
Forced them into a field goal. That's almost.
Yep, and that's after a penalty.
Yeah. Ball is at the Barren 22. Here's a snap to Clark, and he will hand it off. And a tackle made right up the middle. Tate Spillman making the tackle down around the 17-yard line. That was Clayton Shaddix on the carry.
And they are really in a mode where they are draining the play clock every snap. They get the play to the line very quickly, and they're very methodical about what they're doing. They took over with 10:30 in the quarter, and they've very quickly melting 3 minutes off.
Got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Great Crossing. Snap comes to Clark, handoff in there to Ballard.
Huge hole.
Cuts across to the left side, and he stopped right around and went down about the, 6?
Yeah, somebody got him by the feet, but other than that, it was a touchdown.
Yep.
Give him 10 more, and 100, and now he's at 157 with 16 carries. And
wasn't a pure tackle, was it?
Well, we got a hand on him. That's about it.
The ball is going to be at the 7, right in the middle of the field.
Just
first and goal.
Zooming in a little much on the camera, couldn't tell who got him there by the feet.
Got Ballard to the right of Clark, and he's going to keep it. The quarterback is going to find a way in, and he does. Just made a dive into the end zone.
Yeah, quarterback draw after the fake play right there, right up the gut.
Yep.
And how long was that for?
That was 7 yards.
7 yards.
Yeah. 7 yards for the quarterback, Jeremiah Lewis.
I'm afraid that's puts us in.
It's 37-14 now.
It's
four scores.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily the deficit that's the problem. It clearly is a problem, but it's just our inability to stop them at all right now.
Kick by Tappel is good, and it's 38-14. Great Crossing. 6:31 to go here in the third quarter, and they
got their average. They averaged 38.
That's right. I was getting ready to look at the stat to see what they were averaging. It was 38.4.
Yeah.
So they're right there. They're right there.
Number 1 in the state.
Yeah.
In the 6A, I'm sorry.
Right, in 6A. Here's a couple of scores. Campbellsville down 24-21 in the single-A playoffs. 2 minutes to go.
Game's going back and forth.
Yeah, Boyle County, Covington Catholic after 3. They're tied at 21. Monroe County trailing 35-7, Owensboro Catholic, and Hart County at halftime trailing Union County 28-7. And South Warren was up a little bit ago as well. I haven't got Bowling Green, the latest one. Kickoff comes to Bray Bewley. He's running to the far side of the field, trying to make the cut, and will be tackled right around the 28. (38-14), Great Crossing. We have 6:23 to go in the third.
Bowling Green's up 37-6. That one's over.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even halftime yet, but it's over.
Louisville Atherton.
Yeah, get your South Warren Bowling Green tickets for next week, right?
Yeah.
Cooper's up 48-7 over South Warren. Not a surprise there.
And that game will be at South Warren.
Yeah, the number 1 seed.
Right?
Yeah, they won the district.
Yep.
If Cooper wins, Bowling Green's at South Warren, and there's no danger Cooper's not winning.
All right, Trojans have it at their own 28. Snap comes to Spillman. He's looking, scrambling, in trouble, being chased, looking downfield. He just throws it away. Pressure from Great Crossing.
Hung on to it as long as he could.
Yeah.
But there wasn't anything downfield there. Threw it
Too
short
much
of the receiver.
coverage. So it brings up 2nd down and 10 for Barren County. 6:15 to go in the third period, trailing 38-14.
Well, the other thing that kind of plays into Great Crossing's hands is that are they a great defensive team? I don't think they are. They're not that big on defense, but once you get a lead and you basically have now limited the other team, in this case it's Barren, to throw it, you don't have to be very big.
Well, what did they do to Louisville Manual last week? I mean, what was so spectacular about them beating them? What was it that worked for them?
Well, they probably kept the ball most of the night. I mean, they won 28-21.
28-21.
Yeah, that's right. They got ahead of them, and I think they led most of the way.
That was Kearney.
Kearney on the carry, but he picked up, a yard, maybe 2 to the 29. So a gain of 1. Be 3rd and 9 for Trojans, and just under 6 to go here in the third period.
I don't think there was anything special they did. They just kind of went toe-to-toe with them and mixed up some run, and they obviously have a couple of good running backs that were able to keep them off their toes. Sometimes you just have a position to win it and score at the end, and that's what they did.
And a pitch over to Thomas. Thomas going nowhere, be a loss on the play.
I don't remember that play all year, the pure option.
Right.
And,
I've not seen that.
Give Great Crossing credit because I know they haven't seen that on film, and they defended that like they've seen that 1,000 times.
Yep. So it's going to bring up 4th down at about 12 for Barren.
Was that Shaddix?
Yeah.
Shaddix, number 10.
Yeah, he's the only player that's on what we think is their starting lineup that plays both ways.
Right, according to what we got. So the punt returner is Trey Campbell. And Houchins gets it away.
That's a great kick.
And he's going to take it at the 36. And he's going to run it out of bounds around the 50. See if he stepped out right before he got there. I think he did at the 49 on this side of the field.
Our second punt, second 3 and out this half. 4:47 left in the third.
Fourteen seniors on this Barren County Trojan football team. And a lot of them start either on offense or defense or both. .447 to go in the third as Clark set up in shotgun. And a handoff right there to Ballard. Gets a first down.
Yeah, it was Bewley
We
on
just
the
can't
tackle.
stop him.
No, can't. I think that's fair to say. Gain of, 14 more?
Yep.
No, 16.
Down to 16, down to the 35.
Well, now it's back to 14.
They keep moving it around. Timeout, Trojans.
That will be their first time out of the half.
I think Coach Myers, this is his probably last plea right now. Just a plea to, to
keep us in it.
Keep us in it because we're probably out of it, to be honest with you. But we probably should be doing a little bit better job defensively and stopping somebody. We just can't stop them right now.
One of the things that he says, and that's John Myers, he just continually says that these kids give it their all. They lay it out there. They do all those things.
Right.
And we've kind of not really laid down by any means, but we're deflated because of our position. So, do we have one last stand or we have one little last fight? And we've done a heck of a job getting to where we are. There's no question about it. But the fight that we've shown to get here is what's got us here, honestly. So do we have a little bit left in us when it's 35 degrees, it's spitting snow, it's, we're down 24? Do we have a little in us to kind of knock 6 backwards there, or not 6, they're 8? Who's going to get a steady dose of it in the last 4:40 in this quarter?
All right, the ball is at the 35. Jeremiah Clark, the quarterback, with Luke Ballard to his right. Takes a snap, hands it off to Ballard. He's coming on the near side, and still running, and Waylon Clemens finally pulls him down, but he got
illegal.
What?
There's a penalty. He got a ton there on that.
Gain of 20.
Almost 20 yards.
Illegal participation, I think, would be one of the only things that guy back there throws, and that's the back judge.
Illegal participation.
We got 12?
12 people on the field?
They're going to decline it, so it is 3.
Yeah, we do had 12. Because Briggs Harris is
we had 12 and
running off the field.
Had 12 and couldn't stop him. Gain of 19. That puts him at 190. 18 carries, 190 yards.
All right. So it's 1st and 10, Great Crossing at the Barren County 19. Or 16, I'm sorry.
End zone, and this is ugly. We got a flag on our sideline because we had some players that ran off the bench, too.
I know they're doing it for a spectacle here, but it does make it hard to see kind of what happened when they turned all the lights out.
Well, I can tell you the touchdown's going to count, and we're watching on replay over here.
Need to back it up just a second.
So it's going to be a 16-yard touchdown, and now there's going to be all kinds of issues. If I'm Great Crossing, I was almost getting ready to say it, too. They need to consider getting some of their players back because they got a couple more games to play. Getting some of their guys out of the game. But it happened after the end zone, in the end zone, and the lights went out on the field, and it's kind of hard to see exactly what was going on, but I could see the tussle. There is a microphone on the official. I don't know if we can hear it or not, and I don't know if they saw it. If it could be an ejection.
His mic has worked and it hasn't worked, so I don't know if we'll hear it or not.
Yeah, it's unsportsmanlike on both teams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's the ejection.
His mic keeps cutting out.
Okay, it's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2 unsportsmanlikes on Barren, 1 on Great Crossing, is my understanding.
Yes.
I did see a couple of our players ran onto the field from the bench. I couldn't tell how many if Great Crossing did, but I think that was one of it. Coming in to try to separate people, but you got to stay on your sideline. There's frustration. That's it's a shame. It's frustration going on right now, and
we've not been in a position like this year. So 44-14, Great Crossing,
and that was
Luke Ballard.
That puts him over 200, 206.
And now Tappel for the extra point try. That is good. And now it is 45-14, Great Crossing. 4:09 still to play here in the third period. See if we can get some updates here from other scorers across the state in playoff action. This is from 2A. Owensboro Catholic leading Monroe County 42-7 after 3 periods. So that is a running clock. And now South Warren leads their ball game in Class 5A over North Bullitt 42-0. And that is after 3.
Running clock, too.
Yep.
So the close one is Campbellsville
and Newport Central Catholic.
And Bowling Green and Covington Catholic, right?
No,
Bowling Green and
Boyle County.
Covington Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Those are the 2 close ones.
The 2 close ones that we're keeping up with, yeah.
And now they're going to step off the yardage, off the kickoff.
Be pretty much an automatic touchback on him.
So they'll be kicking off at the Barren 45.
One of the watch games in the state that not very many people listening probably care about, but Cal and Central was one of the better games in the state.
Yes.
Yep.
Probably whoever wins is probably going to be heavily favored to win a state championship.
Cal's up 21-6 with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, Central blew them out about a month ago.
And here's Tapel's kick into the end zone.
And the game was at Cal.
Yes,
that is true.
They have a higher RPI.
Yeah.
Boyle County trailing 31-28, 5 minutes to go in the game.
Wow.
31-28.
They have just, like I said, I don't know if Boyle County has trailed in 2 years.
That would be a big upset.
Big upset, yeah.
Covington Catholic's 10-2 going into the game.
Covington Catholic's always good, but Boyle County was arguably the number one team in the state of all classes.
That's right, and the game is at Boyle County.
They beat one of the top teams early in the year, one of the top teams in the nation. Kind of turned some heads, but that would be a huge, huge upset.
I'd like to see us get a first down. Just a first down right now. I don't have any semblance of hope of a comeback, but we just need a first down. Something positive.
Been a long third quarter.
Yeah.
And handoff to Jordan Harris off the left side. He'll pick up a couple of yards to about the 22. Be 2nd and 8.
Rowell wins in a really similar score to this, 43-14.
That game was close for a while. Well, this game was too. 17-14 and a half? No,
17-14 with about a minute.
That's right.
And 10 seconds to go in the second half.
Is that a final on Ryle?
It is, 43-14.
So Central Hardin's season comes to an end at 4-9.
Yeah, it was 17-14 with about, 2 minutes?
1:10 left.
And then they scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Spillman. He looks to throw. He's going to throw it to the left side. Feel wide open. Jackson Bird makes the catch at the 45-yard line.
That's a nice throw that time. Nice throw and catch that time by Jackson Bird. On good job of ball handling.
He's
that
a little
time
slow getting up as well. And
gain of 24.
He's down again.
He had a chance to gain some extra yardage. He just kind of went down to secure the catch. And obviously in high school, once you are down, you're down, touched or not. Jackson will play a little basketball for us this year.
Well, he's good enough athletically.
He's about, 6'4"?
Yeah, he's a big kid.
We don't have heights and weights this year on the team, so it's hard to tell unless you're standing side by side. About 6'4", looks like.
You add a couple of inches when you put it in the program anyway, don't you?
Yeah, stretch it out a little bit. 1st and 10, that was Edward Jones' first down for Barren. And, oh, wow. Met in the backfield, Dalen Thomas.
Yeah, good job.
Had nowhere to go. A loss of 4, maybe 5.
It was a jet sweep that time and perfectly defended that time by Great Crossing. Dalen has not been able to get going tonight, has it?
8 carries, 7 yards, 2 catches.
It'll be 2nd down and 15 for Barren County. They have it on their own 41. 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. Great Crossing leading 45-14. Backfield is split. Thomas in motion to the near side, playing the short side of the field. And now Spillman gets rid of the football. It is going to be caught by Harris at the 40.
That's the only player that was in that vicinity too that made the tackle that time. Ball had to float to get over the lineman. There was nobody else out there, and if he could have caught it maybe earlier, a little bit earlier, he may have had some room if he could have got by him.
Were you trying to set up a screen there?
Some form of screen, it looked like to me.
Tate didn't have any time though, really, to block for a second and then let the line come through. They were just coming through to begin with, weren't they?
3rd down 15 for Barren. Ball is at the 41. 1:30 to play here in the third quarter. As Spillman rolls out left. Got a lot of pressure. He's going to get sacked.
It just brought everybody that time.
Yeah.
All the linebackers came in the gaps, and we had no chance to block everybody. Big loss there. They're just keying us up, aren't they?
Yeah, 4th and a mile for Barren, forced to punt it. It'll be Trey Campbell, the punt returner. Braden Houchins, the punter.
If we'd got a little bit there, I think we'd have probably went for it, but not with that loss. Also about 6.
Just under a minute to play here in the third period. And punt's going to roll down to about close to the 20-yard line. Kept on rolling down to the 19, maybe the 18.
Well, good kick by Braden. He's been good all year, to be honest with you. So this should be the last play of the quarter. Long.
It's been a long third quarter.
It's been since about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. The last 2 minutes of the second quarter to right now has not been good.
I feel like the third quarter took as long as the whole first half.
Campbellsville has won. They came from behind and defeat Newport Central Catholic. Well, he didn't give me the score, but he said they won.
Well, it's 24-21.
Yeah, so I'd say 28-24, you think, or 27-24?
One of those, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So I had to text David Pettit to make sure he can give me the score.
A good win for the Eagles.
Yeah, so they stay alive. They go to the Final Four, the Class A. Snap comes to Clark, and he'll hand it off to the near side. And let's see, I'm trying to check the number.
17.
Is it 17. That's Javonte Dean. That's his first carry tonight for Great Crossing.
They got a lot of new numbers in there.
And that would be the last. They actually said his forward motion was inbounds, so it's going to run the clock out.
Yep.
I thought he was obviously out of bounds. But
So we come to the end of 3 here in Georgetown, Kentucky in the 6A Elite 8 playoffs. As Great Crossing leads Barren County here after 3, it's 45-14. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this 1-minute timeout. You're following Barren County Sports on 104.7 FM.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called KHSAA, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free KHSAA checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The KHSAA Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link KHSAA Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with KHSAA at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
With John Butler, Robert Bauer, Trojans trailing going into the fourth quarter. It is 45-14 Great Crossing, and this fourth quarter brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven in our farm and made for yours.
I have no idea why their starting quarterback and their receiver their best running back is still in the game.
I don't either.
And now they are making mass substitutions.
Okay. They're staying in, though.
It makes 0 sense because they're going to be playing Ryle next week.
Yeah, Ryle, who defeated Central Hardin tonight 43-14, and one of the other 6A quarterfinal games.
Ballard's got 207 yards. Just too risky.
Mm-hmm. And coming up field, still going with it, finally going down at about the 42-yard line. And that is, who is that?
That's Ballard.
Oh, it's Ballard, okay.
He's still playing.
I don't know why he's still in there, but.
Gain of 14 on the play. That was Baylor Browning on the tackle.
Do we have some new people in there that we need to
We
recognize
Baylor Browning, but no, that gives him 221 yards right now.
And Landon Medley in there, defensive end for the Trojans. Zay Ward's in there as well for Barren. And Ballard still going with it.
Briggs Harris
brings him down, but he gets quite a bit of yardage on that one, down to about the Barren 42. Got Steele Whitaker in the ball game for Barren.
Majority of our guys are starters.
And let's see who else. I know I mentioned Landon Medley and
40 Connor Thomas is out there.
84 Gavin Nunn.
The only thing I know, Luke Ballard is still playing for them.
Yeah. They set up. And Ballard in I formation that time, and Ballard taking it down to about the 32, maybe the 31. It could be a first down. It sure is. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to score 50 points or something. I don't know.
Get a running clock.
It doesn't make any sense.
They're running clock. I mean,
I respect they have a heck of a team, and you have to coach your team. Okay, so it's our job to stop them. From a coaching perspective, it doesn't make sense to me.
Nope. And here goes Ballard again, bouncing off one tackler, and Bray Bewley trying to get him from behind. He takes it all the way down to the 15.
In some ways, you're right. You don't like it, you stop them. But we've got a little extracurricular activity over here, 50 yards away from the play.
That's another reason why you get people out of the game. Yeah. It's after the play. It's going to be unsportsmanlike on Barren. So that was 16 yards more. So he's at 260 yards. Add a 15-yard penalty to that.
One misstep changes the complexion of your chance against Ryle next week.
I mean, does somebody over there, is there an assistant that goes, Coach, do you think, we got another game next week, maybe? I don't know.
They've got 4 guys over there calling plays. You would think one of them just be like, hey, come on.
$9:12 to go, and they have it at the 8.
They've gone into an I and just given it to him over and over and over.
There's Ballard. He works his way through, and touchdown for Great Crossing. That puts them over 50. It was an 8-yard run for Luke Ballard.
He's a little slow to get up. We tackled him in the end zone, which is fine, but he's a little slow to get up.
51-14 now, Great Crossing.
Yeah, he's very slow. He's walking off, and his left arm is, I think he hurt his left shoulder. I'll be honest with you.
Kind of.
Tapel for the extra point.
He definitely hurt his left shoulder. They're over here looking at him.
Well, you leave him in and taking a chance, and there you go.
Don't want to see that happen.
No, I don't want him hurt at all.
I
don't want him hurt at all, but I don't understand it. He's got 268 yards.
Coach's fault for leaving him in there. 52-14, Great Crossing. 9:05 to go here in the game.
And that invokes the running clock.
That will do it for the running clock starting.
And they're still looking at him over there on the sideline.
Yeah. It's a shame. See, I think I got another final here just in. Monroe County's game has now ended with Owensboro Catholic. Owensboro Catholic wins at 42-14. So Monroe County's season comes to a close at 7-6.
South wins 42-7. That's final.
42-7, South Warren. They go to 12-1 on the year.
Pretty good game in Bowling Green next week.
Is Bowling Green final? Did you give that a minute ago?
It's not, but it might as well be. It's just at halftime, honestly.
Yeah, some of these games, of course, didn't start till 7 Central. We started at 6:30 Central.
I think he's okay now. He's walking over here.
And coming up, the kickoff return is Bray Bewley running to the right side of the field, and we'll run it out of bounds around the 37.
Decent return there.
So Campbellsville wins, but we didn't get the exact final score, but I'm going to say it was 27-24.
Well, it is the running clock. That's the good news now.
Yeah, so for the remaining 9 minutes.
Yeah, so you don't want to be the subject of the running clock, but you kind of want to get the get this over with. And from the Barren perspective, you don't want to get them hurt either. I think Briggs Harris is moving to quarterback, and there's a lot of you don't want to get people hurt this late in the year. You got players who are football players going to be playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And all those things are considerations as well, So you just kind of want to finish.
We're going to call it timeout.
We call it timeout. We've had some changes too. I think Briggs is going to the quarterback position,
and he will probably be the starting quarterback next year, don't you think?
I think there's a good chance.
Mm-hmm. He'll be a junior next year.
But we still have 8 minutes to go. But still, I know they're disappointed, but still, to get this far, just great year.
Mm-hmm.
Going to lose a lot of players, though, and got a lot of good ones back. It's kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot of Dalen Thomas, and there's a lot of good players back. Corbin Wells and Jackson Birds, and so Jordan Harris. Got a lot of good
Cody
players.
Kearney will be back next
Cody
year.
Kearney. So there's a lot of good players back, but you lose your quarterback, Tate Spillman, who's just a great player, to say the least. Those linebacker, Braden Houchins is and Waylon Clemens. They've made a lot of plays.
Dakota Wade, he's a senior.
Bray Bewley and Dakota Wade back there. So and then some linemen, Ryan Harrison, Alex Sawyer, Charlie Poland.
Mm-hmm. Ethan Bertram will be back next year. He's just a sophomore. So
Colton Thomas and Nolan Harlow, both starters.
You mentioned Jordan Harris. He'll be back next year.
Yeah, so there's actually Crawford is in at quarterback.
Cameron Crawford?
That's right.
Number 14, Cameron Crawford.
He handed it to Dalen, who got
Crawford is of course.
He's a junior.
He's a junior. He'll be senior next year.
But yeah, he's in line. I think there'll be competition for that spot. Crawford is in on it, and Briggs Harris, and there's some other kids.
I think there's a lot of important shoes to fill, but there's none better or none bigger than Tate's.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. But that's normal. That's what happens, right? You can't keep them. Can't sign them to 10-year contracts.
Here's Crawford under center with Briggs Harris in motion to the right. Takes a snap, and
Kearney.
It's Cody Kearney getting some yardage there across the 45 to about the 46.
From the line perspective, we got 58 is now in the game.
That's Carson Gerald's.
Okay. He's in.
Carson Gerald's. Well, big upset tonight. You ready for this?
You're going to say Boyle County lost.
I am. Boyle County gets beat 31-28 by Covington Catholic.
That is an upset.
Wow.
Now, don't tell me Mayfield lost.
First loss. I don't have that final yet. They did? Mayfield lost? James?
If Boyle County and Mayfield both lose the same night, that is
just replay the night.
That's incredible.
Here's Crawford on the pitch out, and Dalen Thomas, well, I think
didn't get it back.
No. Great Crossing got it.
Toss was a little behind him and fumbled that, and then didn't fall. Tried to fall in on and couldn't acquire the ball, to say the least. So,
well,
I would I will come out of this booth and go down to the field if Luke Ballard is back in the game for for Great Crossing.
They've got about 15 people around their coach.
They got 50 people out here. On the sideline. The quarterback shouldn't be in the game either.
We got 6:18 to go, and it's a 52-14 lead for Great Crossing.
Guess who's in the game? Hold on, I'm going to go down there.
Are you ready?
That's unbelievable.
Is he wants to get a school record or something tonight? What's the deal?
Oh my goodness!
He went down with a shoulder.
Yeah, Mayfield loses 47-7.
Wow! That's Lexington Christian. Yeah. Here's Ballard. 20, 15, 10, 5, and
that's a penalty.
Pushed out of bounds. We got a penalty flag, 2 of them at least.
We got a kid with a helmet, no helmet actually.
I'd be irritated if I'm on the sideline from Barren right now. I'll be honest with you. I'm irritated up here.
It's almost coaching malpractice, and not because we can't stop him, but it's just it's not fair to really the whole rest of the team that has to play next week.
Just
right?
from the Great Cross, it's just dangerous. It's to have your best player still in the game, 52-14, and it's the 13th game of the year.
And he's not walking like he's, 100% there.
You can tell, but just
let's hold on. And he can score anytime he wants to be honest with you right now. We have a lot of our backups in. That's the other thing, too. We've subbed out for the most part. We got some in. Don't get me wrong. We still have some starters in. Here comes 79 in for the Trojans.
79 is Sawyer Hurt. Make sure we get everybody if we can.
We'll try.
.450, the clock running here in the fourth.
Our angle here is not great to pick up a ton of numbers, unfortunately.
And it's off to Ballard. There he goes, breaking free. Touchdown, Great Crossing. Must be after a school record or something. That's all I know.
Guys, it's ridiculous. There's nothing to say. You can't defend it. I'm not going to defend it, to be honest with you. It's 301 yards by my count.
Was that
33 yards?
33 yards.
Yeah.
58-14 now.
Yeah. You're scoring.
Are they after a school record number of points, maybe? I don't know.
Well, you're scoring with a running clock, too. It's just, good.
Tapel for the extra point. Here's a snap. Ball's down.
They scored 60 against Campbell
They
County.
did. It was 60-25.
Well, I can see why. If you never take anybody out, I guess you can.
What's it prove, really?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't. I have trouble with these things right here, to be honest with you. I do, especially when the other team, like, we basically have conceded. We've taken out our players and so forth, and I don't mind them scoring. But if you're going to score, don't score with your best back, you know. I don't expect them to take 3 knees. I expect them to hand it off with their second or
with
third.
Their twos, yeah.
Yeah, or third string or whatever. I would be mad if I'm Great Crossing and I got a son that's a backup running back. I'll be honest with you. I would not be real happy.
Yeah, and go over here to the board who's in the next box over there. They may hear about that, right?
All right, it's 59-14. We're coming down to 3 minutes to play in the game.
And I'm not a big fan of in high school of, it's our job to stop you. You know, you can't blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's fine if this is the pros. I don't think you do it in the pros, though. They take out their backs.
Yeah.
And you take out your players.
And
for safety reasons.
Right.
It's not for sportsmen. I mean, maybe at the next level it's more for but if anything, this is both sportsmanship and safety. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Kick by Tapel, deep. And it's dropped, picked right back up. Running upfield with it, and that's Zay Ward to about the 20-yard line.
You also get fired in the pros if you leave McCaffrey out there and he gets hurt on a $100 million contract.
Sure.
That's a big difference. But I think,
Yeah, I'm surprised they did an onside kick. Or maybe they'll call timeout to get the ball back. I don't know. It just it leaves a bad taste because I hate to be this way because I really like that back. The quarterback's good. I like it all.
They've got a good combination, don't they?
Yeah, but I just don't like how this is played out. But I don't want to take that away from our season. And great crowd and friends. Well, it's been a fun year, to be honest with you. And very, very proud of them and so forth. And
they made history this year.
And remember,
getting to the third round.
17-14 with 2 minutes left in the first half. And then they scored those 2 touchdowns late in the first half when we never did recover.
It's Crawford, quarterback, handing off to...
It's a new number. I can't...
30-something in there. What was that? The 35?
It's 35.
That's
correct.
Cash McGuire.
Yeah. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't think we'll fully appreciate the run we went on until we can kind of step back and look at it a little bit. But we lose to Central Hardin at a low point of our season, and we have 2 options. You can kind of pack it in against Allen, but we didn't do that. We completely, pulled 3 upsets in a row and had an opportunity to come down here in the quarterfinals of the 6A. So I think that's a huge testament to the gut and the will of everybody involved in Burgundy and Gold over there.
Yeah. Hands off again. This time, couldn't check the number there. Is it McGuire again?
It is.
Okay.
Oh, we got a fight over
Here we go. Flags flying everywhere. And
everybody get away.
Yep.
Good gracious. This is what happens.
This is
that's the frustration part right there.
Yep.
Yep, it's on
Yeah.
We had some kids come off the bench there that will get an extra flag.
The clock's going to run out anyway. Clock's going to run out. This game's going to be over.
Should stop on a penalty, but I have no.
They're not going to.
I don't think it'll be a handshake line either, to be honest with you.
No.
It shouldn't. We might as well just move on.
We're going to line up and go shake hands anyway.
Game's over, and Great Crossing has won it 59-14 over Barren County.
I wouldn't shake.
Their season comes to an end at 10-3.
Not for sportsmanship. You got to be careful right here.
Yeah, because we saw that at North Hardin last week, and Barren County got the worst end of the deal on that. So Great Crossing improves to 10-3. They'll take on Ryle at Ryle next Friday night in the Final Four. But Barren County, what a spectacular season they've had to come all the way to the third round of the Class 6A playoffs here in the Elite Eight of the state. And nothing to be ashamed of this season. Keep your head up. What a year. 59-14, the final score. Great Crossing wins it tonight over Barren County. We'll come back with our SCRTC postgame report in a moment. You're following Barren County Sports on 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well,
Barren
Billy,
County's spectacular season comes to an end tonight here at Great Crossing High School, Scott County, here in Georgetown, 59-14 Winners for the Warhawks as they go to 10-3 on the season. Barren County season comes to an end at 10-3. And we welcome you to the SCRTC postgame report. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill. Scoring summary for the ball game brought to you by Southern States in Glasgow and their new location on Cross Street. The kicker for Great Crossing, Mason Tappel, kicked a 35-yard field goal with 8:34 to go in the first quarter to give Great Crossing the lead at 3-0. 4:06 to go in the first quarter. Barren County quarterback Tate Spillman scores a 22-yard run to give Barren County a 6-3 lead. The extra point try failed. 1:07 to go in the first. It was Great Crossing's Hunter Moody on a 32-yard pass play from Jeremiah Clark to give Great Crossing back the lead at 9-6, and then Tappel's kick made it 10-6. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, with 9:13 to go, it was Great Crossing's Luke Ballard scoring in a 28-yard run. Tappel with the extra kick made it 17-6. 4:44 to go in the second quarter. Barren County's Cody Kearney in a 6-yard run. Jackson Bird scored the 2-point conversion, and Barren County pulled within 17-14 with 4:44 to go in the half, and actually down to about a minute 10 to go in the half. They still only trailed 17-14 before quarterback Jeremiah Clark scored a 37-yard run for Great Crossing to take the lead 23-14. Tappel's kick made it 24-14. And then just under a minute to play in the half, it was Great Crossing's Teron Lewis and a 21-yard pass play from Jeremiah Clark. Tappel's kick made it 31-14. That was the score at the half. Then in the second half, third quarter, 6:31 to go, quarterback Jeremiah Clark, 7-yard run. Tappel's kick makes it 38-14, Great Crossing. 4:09 to go in the third quarter. Luke Ballard for Great Crossing, a 16-yard run. Tappel's kick made it 45-14, Great Crossing after 3. And then in the fourth quarter, Luke Ballard scores 2 more touchdowns. 9:05 to go in the game and an 8-yard run to make it 51-14, with Tappel's kick making it 52-14. And then Ballard scores again with 4.5 minutes to play and a 33-yard run, and Tappel's kick makes it 59-14. That is the final score tonight.
All right, final stats for Great Crossing. They rushed it 39 times for 404 yards. They was led on the ground by Luke Ballard. He carried it 26 times for 301 yards and 4 touchdowns. Really good back, despite the fact that, what happened late in the game when he shouldn't have been running, but he's a good player. Through the air, Jeremiah Clark was very efficient, didn't throw it very often. He was 2 out of 6 for 53 yards and 2 touchdown passes. He also ran 2 in, so he had 4 touchdowns himself. Total yards for Great Crossing, 457. They had 23 first downs. They turned it over once, and that was the punt that they screwed up on, and Brave Brealey recovered, and they were penalized 9 times for 75 yards. Good football team.
We struggled to move the football, especially in the second half. We had less than 50 yards total offense there in the second half. 46 plays overall, 171 yards total. Rest of the ball 28 times for 73 yards on the ground. Jordan Harris had 6 carries for 24. Cody Kearney had 5 for 21 on that 6-yard touchdown. Tate had 6 carries for 15 yards and a 22-yard touchdown. So Tate 6 of 15, Kearney 5 for 21. Dalen Thomas had 9 carries, 10 yards. McGuire came in, had 2 carries for 3, and Jordan Harris had 2 for 24. Make sure I got everybody there. Through the air, Tate was 7-11 for 98 yards. Dalen Thomas 2 for 26. Briggs Harris 1 for 16. Jackson Bird 2 for 47, and Jordan Harris 2 for 9. We had 8 first downs, only 2 of those in the second half. Penalized 6 times for 70 yards, and did turn it over twice. 2 of those a fumble, and just kind of got away from us there, starting with the 2 back-to-back touchdowns. I think it was about 18 seconds where they scored 2 touchdowns and went from a 3-point game to really a 3-score game to just kind of put it out of reach. But that isn't to take away from the things that we'll kind of talk about here in the post game. Just a well of a season and a terrific effort to put us in this position to even be here tonight.
Yep. All right, we'll continue our postgame report in a moment as Barren County season comes to an end tonight, 59-14 to Great Crossing here in Georgetown. Back with more in the postgame in a moment. This is Barren County Sports on 104.7 FM.
Hey, Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Reliable internet and great customer service, 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to SCRTC.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called KHSAA, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free KHSAA checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The KHSAA cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link KHSAA Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with KHSAA at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Back here with more of our post-game report from Great Crossing High School here in Georgetown. 59-14, the Warhawks over the Trojans tonight as Barren County season comes to an end at 10-3, making it all the way to the Elite 8 of the state Class 6A, something that had never been done in school history. And we're going to go over some other final scores here on the scoreboard, brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. This is from 6A tonight. Ryle beats Central Hardin 43-14, and they will play Great Crossing next Friday night. Frederick Douglass beats Madison Central 36-6. No score on Trinity and Ballard, unless, Robert, you might pull that one up. 5A tonight, Cooper all over Pulaski Southwestern 56-15. South Warren beats North Bullitt 42-7. Highlands over Pulaski County 42-18. What was the final? Bowling Green Atherton. I don't have that one yet. Not a final, okay. In 4A, Boyle County gets upset tonight by Covington Catholic, 31-28. Franklin County over Bardstown, 49-12. Paducah Tillman, 56. Louisville DeSales, 14. Corbett over Ashland tonight, 42-7. In Class 3A, it was Louisville Christian Academy defeating Louisville Central, 28-6. Lexington Catholic over Bell County. That's an upset, 21-8. Union County 41, Hart County 14 with 6 minutes to go. That's another upset.
The underdogs.
Have
done
some
quite well.
underdogs, yeah. 2A tonight, Owensboro Catholic beats Monroe County 42-14. Lexington Christian all over Mayfield tonight, 47-7.
So anybody had the old Mayfield Boyle County?
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen now.
If you played that one, that's like the comet that comes around.
Really?
When those two lose.
Yep. So both those teams are out, both Boyle County and their class and Mayfield in Class 2A. Beechwood beats Martin County 44-7. Somerset beats Prestonsburg 23-6. And in Class Single A, Lexington Sayre stays undefeated 21-6 over Pikeville. Campbellsville wins 27-24 over Newport Central Catholic.
And you said Cal beat Central?
Yes. That was in
3A.
3A, yeah, 28-6.
Newport lost to KCD 14-12. You don't have that one?
I do not. I did not have that one. Trinity and Ballard, I don't have that one.
I can't find that
Bowling
one.
Green and Atherton, I don't have that one.
Bowling Green is way ahead.
It's a blowout.
So that's
the last score I got on Trinity is 21-27. Trinity's up with 4 minutes to play. 27-21.
Now, if Boyle County, Mayfield, and Trinity all lose, then
isn't that something?
That would be those odds are about 10 million to 1. Go get you a lottery ticket.
Well, there were 14 seniors on this year's Barren County Trojan football team. What a memorable year. It'll go down in the history books of Barren County High School football. Bray Bewley, Waylon Clemens, Nolan Harlow, Ryan Harrison, Braden Houchins, Cody Kearney, Landon Medley, Preston Pace, Charlie Poland, Alex Sawyer, Tate Spillman, Colton Thomas, Dakota Wade, and Bryson Wilson. To the third round of the Class 6A state football playoffs, Elite 8, 10-3. What a year. It's been the most fun year for me. I don't know about you guys, but this has been the best year of the 29 years I've been doing Barren County football.
Been a lot of fun. I tell you what, especially the last 3 weeks, been a lot of fun. I tell you what, we've had a lot of good times and on the road, and we appreciate all the support and all the people listening and watching and everything. And it's been a great year. Proud of them, and now it's time to move on to basketball.
That's right. We don't get much of a break either. I mean, we got a little over a week, and we get ready for basketball. But thanks to all those that have given us good compliments and comments about our broadcast throughout the season with Barren County football. And I guess as far as viewers tonight, we might have hit the 5,000 mark. I don't know. I've talked to Aaron Russell about that. We had 4,000 earlier, so I'm sure that kind of picked up as the game kind of started there in the first half. But
well, it's like anything else too. Just to wrap it up, is that sometimes there's just so far you can get, and then you just run into somebody who's just better. When I was coaching basketball, we got to Sacred Heart, and it didn't matter how well we could play, we weren't going to beat Sacred Heart, and sometimes that just happens. You just get to a certain point where you, even if you play perfect, you may not win, and sometimes you just run into that, but that shouldn't take away from a fantastic year.
Yeah. So the season comes to an end for Barren County, 10-3, as we head to basketball starting a week from Tuesday night. Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes will go on the road to Greene County, and the girls' game will start at 5:30. Our broadcast will start about 5:15. Somewhere around that. Aaron Russell just reports we had 6,700 total views. What about that? That is a record.
It's pretty cool, but I think it's clearly not a testament to the three of us. It's a testament to what Coach Myers and those kids have been able to do this year. That we've got, and we say it all the time. And we've seen it in basketball, we've seen it in some other sports, but we just have a heck of a community that gets behind kids and supports kids, and they do it all the time. But you see them really kind of show up in these situations, in these moments, and that makes you proud to be a Trojan. And we'll even, move on to basketball and see the same thing. So when you drive 2.5 hours in the sleet and snow and you've got a crowd like we had tonight, it speaks volumes for what we're about as a community and we're about as a school. And you couldn't be more proud of a group. And hopefully we have many more runs in the playoffs moving forward to kind of continue to experience this. We'll do it in 5A, but hopefully we can still do it.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about that much. We go in the district with Bowling Green, Greenwood, Warren Central, and Grayson County next year for Class 5A. Want to thank Aaron Russell and his crew, BCHS Live. Thanks to John Butler, Robert Bauer, Jake Norris, our producer. And again, the first game of basketball is Tuesday night, December 3rd, week from Tuesday, when Barren County travels to Greene County. Until then, I'm Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us throughout this football season, and good night from Great Crossing High School in Georgetown, Kentucky.